Yo, welcome back! I am continuing the story of Sunshine Christmas. I need to remember to leave it in this card in the beginning. But yeah, we will be finishing off this story. It's a very short story, so we'll be finishing off with episodes 2 and 3 as well as the epilogue. Let's jump right in. Alright, Sunshine Christmas, part 1 of episode 2. Let's do this. And also good to see you, Oddly Rival. But yeah, where we last left off, the sun was colliding into the earth and the world was about to die. So now we're gonna have a party to stop it and also break a piñata. It's a lot cooler than it sounds. I think so anyways. We'll see. Yo, Edwin and Union. Welcome. Let's do this. One of the 23 worlds connected to Tokyo goes by the name of El Dorado. It's a world that venerates the offerings of lives to the sun, its faith built almost entirely on the concept of self-sacrifice. Some grieved to look upon that faith, and by extension, he came to grieve El Dorado in its entirety. To combat this, he gave its residents knowledge in writing, and taught them the wonders of art. He wished for nothing more than for them to abandon warfare, value the gift of life, and exist in peace and prosperity. And he was determined to see that brought about, even if it required his own sacrifice to transpire. But his self-sacrifice still fell within El Dorado's system, and so the world kept turning as it always had, unheeding the old lizard's desires. Time and again, however, he picked himself back up, hoping with each reiteration that his wish might just be fulfilled, this time around. All the while, he gazed up at the blazing sun. Much later, in an art academy somewhere in Tokyo. With class finished for the day, staff and students alike take to the self-study classroom to paint. In the center of the room, a canvas rests on a wooden easel. An elderly lizardarian faces it, deep in contemplation. With great care, he mixes paint in his palette and applies it to the canvas. With a sigh, his brush withdraws from the surface. His shoulders slump in disappointment, and he quits the room in silence. Several figures in the corridor see him leave and exchange concerned glances. Hey, Tomoyo! There he goes, right down his stomach. Again. How long he's been staring at that painting? Every day, he applies the tiniest dab of paint, then leaves. I wonder what about it troubles him so. If he's putting brush to paper, surely the subject matter is not the cause of his disdain. Hey, Ben 10! You can't just barge in. Or, so I say as we just barge right in. Hey, what gives? He's mixed so much paint together, I can't even tell what color he's trying to produce. I don't like agreeing with Ben 10, but it does just look like a big, dark smudge. Doesn't he usually use more color? It almost looks, rancid. He was using brighter colors at the start, wasn't he? Wait, you're an oil painter like Mr. Itzamna, aren't you? Do you sense anything from this painting? Sense? That's quite the thing to ask, but if you insist, let's have a look. Look, Miyazino. I sense despair at his own creative shortcomings, perhaps. Painted and repainted on the canvas. Each relays to the others what he alone can feel. Oh, that's quite a vivid way of putting it. Nick really has a way with his words. So we know. I really do wonder what it is that's bothering Mr. Housamo, though. I'm worried about him. I guess not even a superior artist like Kuniyoshi could be able to tell something like oil painting, since his specialty was manga and all that. Sunshine Christmas, The Fight for the Holy Night. Episode 2, Rosca de Reyes Royale. So Rosca de Reyes are those Christmas cakes or bread, I believe? I think it's just bread. Not entirely sure. Now then, I think it's time for you to be going. I'll take care of things from here, Arthur. What? You're running on us already? But we only just ran into you! Oh, now, Ashigura. He's needed elsewhere. Isn't that right, Arthur? Hey, don't boop the nose. That tickles. Ah, fine. I get it. You're off the hook. Just this once. Are you seeing this, Durga? He's like putty in her hands. You need to get one of these big sis types around Yoyogi. The closest we got is Mr. Miniyaki. And he doesn't quite cut it. Big sis Miniyaki. Onesa. Can you imagine? Toodaloo. I'll head back to the situation and keep up our performance. I expect lots more visitors to come your way. Now, as for you, adorable little demons, I'll be delighted to have you continuing helping out. What do you say? Squeak! Merry! Not to impose. Well, would you mind if I accompanied my devils as well? If you plan on doing the same sort of show again, I'd love to record it. I'm not much of a cameraman, but my devils don't often get the chance to show off. Oh, aren't you the doting guardian? I don't quite understand. Everyone is always elated to see loved ones doing their best. If we're done here, we might as well take a look around the shops. Yeah, there's loads of events on. We gotta check them out while they're hot. Come on, Ashigura, don't look so glum. Let's have ourselves a bit of fun while we look for Yasuyori. Yeah, come on, Ashigura. Cheer up, or I might just have to make you run 100 laps. Is that what you want? Virgo lays on her sweetest voice as she does her best impression of Z's. Seriously? Nice try. Hey, have you got a sore throat or something? And why are you blinking like that? You got something in your eye? Ouch! No, quit with the kicking! My poor ones are gonna wind up with another crack! Moving swiftly on. I better get going. Things only stand to get busier now. Sometime prior, several days before Christmas. Resort Anvari buzzes with activity as various events and stalls are being set up for the upcoming Christmas Eve celebrations. Shoji and the cooking team assembles amid the hustle and bustle. Let's get started! Remember, it's up to all of you to give us the edge in the Christmas markets. The better our figures, the better this plan of yours goes, so shape up! Yes, sir. Let's take back Christmas. Rather than white, it's gonna be green. Ever the salesman, I see. All living beings should aspire to be so enthusiastic. Commerce is vital, though, isn't it? Christmas is at its best when the people are happy and prosperous. Oh no, that is subscribing to consumerism. And Master Dead? What are you doing here? I thought you'd be at Santa School. Thanks to the hard work of the teachers and students, preparations for the big day are more or less settled already. Now, my job as Santa Claus is to ensure that their efforts don't go to waste, so I'm focusing my attention here. For the sake of my students, and all the children out there with stockings waiting to be filled, I humbly entreat your assistance. Its kind smile betrays more than a hint of exhaustion. Aww, Dad! You can fill my stocking. Recently, events have clearly been getting to him. Yeah. I mean, Dad's probably just used to the whole routine. And it's already a lot of work to play by that routine. And now he has to completely reinvent it just to have his own existence persist. Because, mind you, his entire existence hinges on people believing in Christmas. Oh, Headmaster. Please don't look so sad. We'll bring this Christmas spirit back. You don't have to entreat anything, Headmaster. We'll want to see Christmas makes its glorious comeback as much as you. Yeah. That'll be alright, Headmaster. They got a master chef with us after all. Oh, a master chef, you say? It's true. No one knows food like this guy. We're lucky to get him as our Christmas chef, I tell you what. Everybody, say hello to Shoji. Can we have a round of applause? He's not just a top-class cook. He also works at Mori Patisserie, one of the best bakeries in Tokyo. Ryota? Don't talk me up like that. It's embarrassing. I'm Shoji Imori, a representative of Shinjuku Academy's cooking club. I want you all to know, I'll stop at nothing to bring back Christmas. It's just as important to my bakery as it is to you. Shoji, your job is here is simple. Develop and oversee a Christmas menu that's guaranteed to be the talk of the town. The most profitable part of a Christmas meal is the food court, and you're in charge of making sure it has a bumper year. A little extra love in the Christmas cake too, yeah? That's our biggest earner every year. Yes, boss. You got it. Great. Then I'll leave it to you. Though it's a managerial stuff on my plate. You know how it goes. See you later, Envari. Looks like he's got a lot going between the Evos and the busted ARs. But he's rising to the challenge. Oh crap! I almost forgot! Hey, there then. But you're wondering where you fit into all this, huh? Well, you're doing everything. The whole enchilada. Well, little bites of each part of it anyway. Now, everybody wanting your help. You're too damn popular. Well, as we know. It's gonna be a busy day for you, so you better put your game face on. I'll be counting on you, Arson. It really just set his bed and left. He's totally in sales mode, huh? That only goes to show how much he trusts us. And I, for one, don't intend to let him down. It is kind of nice that he thinks so highly of us. Guess we should just get started then. We've got some succeeding to do. I hate to interrupt, but what might you be willing to humor this old lizard? A quick question. Of course. What is it? I usually spend the winter season in hibernation, so I'm a bit out of the loop. What exactly counts as Christmas food? Well, let's see. There's Christmas cake, turkey, stuffing, roast beef, pigs and blankets, Brussels sprouts, so much good stuff. And stew. You mustn't forget stew. It's warm, hearty, and always perfect for Christmas. And saunas. Don't forget saunas. Steamy, sure, but counterintuitively, they're perfect for beating the heat. Where'd they come from? Ugh. Okay, thanks for reading my mind. Maybe dial it down a notch. Saunas aren't even a food for one. That's what I was thinking. Did we switch topics? No, we didn't. He just brought up saunas for a reason. Ah, you made it. I trust things are still well in hands at Santa School. Greetings, everyone. I'm Tom Grisner, a teacher from the reindeer course. And this is Dante, a second-year Santa. We heard there was an emergency, so we came running. And I brought emergencies too, to refresh your hearts and minds. Everyone's fine back at school, though Yule and Krampus are working their socks off. I'm actually here on their behalf to lend you a hand, as they're all getting increasingly exhausted of being featured in every Christmas event, and also worried about you. Oh, what good children you all are. If my sleeping dark side heard that, I'm sure he'd cry with joy. We're serving goat stew today. I think that is the allusion in his original story, to be honest. I really appreciate the help. Mr. Tan Grisner, is that all stew? What? This massive pot on my back that I ran here with? Yes, I heard you were in need of classic Christmas cuisine. And there's nothing more classic than my stew. Tomte, could you help me dish it out? You got it. I've got bowls, spoons, tablecloths, you name it. Boy, this is rather good indeed. The smell, it's intoxicating, and it's been simmered to perfection. You've got a real knack for stew, Mr. Tongue Cuisinier. Warm, fluffy potatoes, meat that melts in your mouth. This really is some first-class stuff. Well, that's what I like to hear. Does everyone want seconds, thirds, or eights? Don't be shy. There's plenty to go around. It's not like my entire personality hinges on this. Is something wrong, Headmaster? You barely moved your spoon. Oh, do excuse me. I think the heat must be affecting my appetite. Don't look so good. You need to lie down. Is there anything I can get you? Thank you, Tomte. But I'm quite alright. I'll stay here with everyone if it's all the same. Is he getting boogeyman right now? Less people are believing him. This heat's pretty draining. It's bound to have some effects. No, that is a good point. There's no ignoring that the heat this Christmas. Choji offers Dead a cold glass of water. That's not to say we can't have all the usual trimmings. We still want to make it feel like Christmas after all. But we should really consider that people will want to eat less, especially going from heat into air-conditioned buildings. Quite right. It's hard to imagine anybody wanting a bowl of warm stew after walking from the station. The stew is really good, so it might still get some uptake, but not as much as it would during a proper winter. I don't have a problem with it, but I know a lot of people find meaty dishes give them the sweats in summer. Well, so when it comes to Christmas, well, you gotta save room for cake, but let's eat. Normally you don't even think about how the sun might affect things, but this year, it's going to present a real challenge. Cake just isn't designed to last in the summer heat. Fruit and cream both go off rather quickly. Sponge cake, chocolate cake, even the classic Yule log might be unsuitable. What? You can't! Cake's just as good in summer. I know. I'm sure we'd sell lots of takeout orders. I'm just not sure many people would want to eat in. Think about it, Ryota. Would you order a sponge cake at a beach house? That's a good point. I was thinking, you'd want to eat cake during winter, or during summer, but you probably would not buy out. I guess I wouldn't. Boogeyman and Santa, two differences but similar beings, yeah. Sustained by a very fringe, limited belief. A very powerful belief, but, limited nonetheless. The spirit might yearn for Christmas cuisine, but the flesh is hot and sweaty. I get the feeling that winter food in general won't quite cut it this year. Christmas food is designed for the cold. It's not meant to be eaten in summer. We'll have to think outside the box. Exactly. There's an extra layer of challenge this year, and if you saw my variant already, you might have an idea where this is going. We can't just put out the usual cake lineup and expect it to work. We have to come up with something unique and appealing. Something that screams not just Christmas, but summer Christmas. To think my stew would fall short. Oh, my old master used to devour this stuff, come rain or shine. The saunas are perfect in all seasons, but we don't have time to build one here, do we? Glad to see they have become completely flanderized after their one feature event. Is something wrong, Mr. Itzalna? You look kind of preoccupied. What? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. If I may offer a suggestion. Though not exactly particular to temperate climes, what would you all say to a cake that is not a cake? A cake that is not a cake? Is this some kind of riddle? Oh, is it the Rosca thing? No, it's not a riddle. I mean, just to ask you, must all cakes come with cream? As Tokyo is a nexus of worlds, each with its own traditions and celebrations. It's a cultural melting pot, if you will, here in the city. Art and cooking have expanded beyond compare. Therein lies a hint to our Christmas cake conundrum. I'm sensing the vibes of a dish I've never heard of before. I am extremely intrigued. Tell me more, please. Down, Choji, you're scaring him. I'm sure it's quite right. What I was thinking of is something called Rosca de Reyes. Have you ever heard of it? Rosca de Reyes? No, I can't say I have. And if I may be so bold, please allow this old lizard to explain. The street summoner seems to be in his element. Teach me too, Gramps. Gramps, eh? You little scamp. Well, a Rosca de Reyes, a dessert native to a foreign land, and eaten only at very particular times of the year. It's formed from bread dough and shaped into a ring, stuffed with topped with all manners of colorful fillings. Its name means bread of kings, and accordingly, it resembles a crown, and has a little doll baked into the dough. A doll? Actually baked in? Hey, that sounds pretty neat. Is it like a prize or something? Do you want something if you find it? Bingo! The Rosca de Reyes is the crown, and the doll is the king. He brings good fortune to whosoever finds him, along with congratulations from friends and family. Hey, wait a minute. I think I've seen something just like that before. You're thinking of the galette de roi, I presume? A dish from a different culture, but still modeled after a crown. That one typically contains a button or a coin instead, but the idea is the same. Whoever finds it enjoys good fortune. Oh, how curious that multiple cultures would share a nearly identical custom. So there's like a doll or a coin inside the cake, is that right? Rosca de Reyes and galette de roi. I guess when you think about it, good luck charms are pretty universal. I know of a similar dish too. It's called Gilles Gras, and it's my second favorite thing after sarnas. Hey, look at him, having more than one personality trait. Yeah, the king cake. I'm getting hungry from all this talk about cake too. It's like milk porridge, but you slip a single almond into the pot. Whoever gets it will be look in love over the next year. It's not exactly dessert, but it's basically the same idea, right? It's all about wishing for someone else's happiness. I've heard of traditions like that before with bones too. Like taking the wishbone from a chicken or the bone from a sea bream. Oh, and there's some ice cream like that too, right? Where there's a little heart or a star shape when you open it. Man, that's a lot of food customs I didn't know about. Perhaps all of these customs came from the same place. Maybe some offhand remark somebody once made to cheer someone else up. It's only human to want to spread happiness. The idea must have spread to different cultures and taken on various forms. If there's one thing you can count on people for, though, it's that desire to spread happiness. Maybe Santa should know. Ho ho ho. Wanting to spread happiness, huh? You know, I think cooking comes from the same place too. Goes to show why you're Master Chef. You'll knock this out of the park. Aw, thanks! Yes. As I meant to say before we got sidetracked. When a creative professional runs up against a wall, it's important to try thinking outside the box. By becoming aware of the limitations we put on our thinking, we can find the courage to break free from them. And what we'll find when we do are ideas that we wouldn't even have been able to imagine before. And answers as well. I mean, that's nice and all, but it's not as easy as all that, you know? Oh, of course not. It's an extremely difficult process, as I always tell my students. They make it during Mardi Gras. You know, I've heard a lot about Mardi Gras when I was a kid. It's something that they celebrated in parts of Canada, but I don't think I've really celebrated it besides maybe having a bit of dessert in class, so I don't really know what Mardi Gras is fully about. Imagine someone else, already outside of the box, thinking about what you can do to bring that person joy. It helps to see oneself from the outside. That is a key to facing who we are and expanding our thinking. If there truly are things as the wise men of this tradition, they are not defined as such simply through amassed knowledge. They are people who are conscious of their own boxes, understand their sizes and shapes, and actively seek what lies beyond them. I'm sure this must sound like the senile rambling of an old lizard. And, it is. But hopefully it can be of help nonetheless. I won't pretend to fully get what you're saying, but you have given me a lot to think about. Then I have succeeded. Grappling with such questions is the joy of youth. May you find your answer and thrive with it. Hey! What are you still doing here? I figured you would have gone back with everybody else, Saracen. Well, you know, I thought I should stick around. I was worried about you. Didn't want to leave you alone, you know? Well, thanks. I was just thinking to myself how nice it would be if somebody were to drop by. Could you help me out with some taste testing? I've been experimenting a little. Shoji leads you over to one of the resort and Vari's top restaurants. For the meeting, Vari gave me the full run of the place. Said I could use it however I wanted. There's only the two of us here, so don't get too hung up on table manners or anything. Just dig in. Plates upon plates of traditional Christmas dishes line the tables. Ooh. I figure we should start here. Christmas only comes around once a year, so you can't very well ignore the holiday staples. Hollywood. Do enjoy my precious patron. Alright then. And I shall dig. Get in there, champ. I hope you like it. Soups, salads, and chicken dishes are all neatly arranged on the table. The soups are rich and aromatic. The salads are vibrant and varied. And the chicken is all juicy and tender, with a delicious, crispy skin covered in glistening amber glazes. Every last dish is masterful, intricate, and precise. Shoji's passion and perfectionism are apparent with every bite. It's delicious. I forgot how good of a cook you are. It's very literally melting in my mouth. You're kind of staring. Did I say something wrong? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's just... When you said like my cooking, I have butterflies in my stomach. This feels different from other compliments. Maybe Mr. Houshamo's words are sticking with me. Or maybe it's something else. Right! Okay, cake time! I kinda went overboard, so I hope you brought your sweet tooth. I'll go get them, so don't go in there now. Here, a classic sponge cake. My chocolate one too, of course. And the Yule log Kingo wanted. Put a lot of time into making it look like just a real log. I don't think I've ever had a Yule log. I've had a funnel cakes before though. And here's my attempt at one I mentioned earlier. The Galette de Roi. Looks... Is there something missing here? Why not go for the Rosca de Reyes? Well, I couldn't find anybody who knew how to make one. Mr. Housamo gave me a general description, but that's not enough to go by. Secondhand knowledge is great for introductions, but it's no substitute for a recipe. We might have to give up on it. Can you just look it up on the internet? So there are dishes even you don't know. Kind of a shame, but I kind of get it. Of course there are dishes I don't know, silly. I'm no superhuman. I've still got a lot to learn. Just one world has as many recipes as there are stars in the sky. And we got 24 intermingling here. Still, I hope that someday you can proudly say I know every recipe under the sun. That's a very ambitious dream, the fuck? I know this episode has been largely about food and cooking, so not super interesting plot-wise, but that's an interesting ambition I didn't know about Choji in the very least. Anyway, eat up. Every slice comes with ye more patisserie's personal sense of quality. It's hard to tell with the sun still at its apex, but it's really gotten late. Maybe we should call it here for now. I was worried about the workload for this, but it's really reminded me how fun cooking can be. And seeing you enjoy my cooking so much helped drive that home, too, so... Thanks, Saracen! Still can't stop thinking about that Rosca de Reyes, though. Wish I knew where to find a proper recipe for it. Just hearing Mr. Housamo describe it made my mouth water. Doesn't sound great to you too, Arthur? Well, I've been wondering, why are you passionate about food? Just want to get to know you better, you know? I mean, it's nothing particularly special. I don't even really remember how my love of cooking started. I just know I felt this way ever since I was little. I'm not really sure I can explain it very well, but I can try if you really want. Well, please do. I'd love to hear you talk about it. Well, see, I may be known for my love of cooking. The fact is, I love to eat just as much. Maybe even more. Oh, that's a surprise. I mean, I know he's a fat ass, but I don't think we've ever seen Choji actually eat on screen. He's only made food for Ryota or others. Yeah, Choji is surprisingly a lot more, what's called, approachable than expected. He's often been in every event so far as that kind of guy in the background, or, you know, the caterer for food, and it doesn't really have that much interesting engagement as a result. But he seems to be a bit more interesting in this case. Just a tiny bit, not that much more interesting. And over time, I realized that I love food too much to keep it all to myself. I needed to share it with the world. So, I started cooking. And at first, I was kind of terrible at it. My fried eggs turned out more trawler grilled. But I couldn't stop thinking about how it would feel to make things other people would like. That idea kept me going. I loved seeing other people enjoy my food. It really was fulfilling to feel like I connected with them. I found real joy in being able to make them smile. So I guess in the end, I kind of still cook for myself. It's just the one skill I have that I can feel proud of. Whenever Shinjiku enjoys it, and did Ayama, and you enjoy what I make, so even Choji seems a little surprised to hear the words coming out of his mouth. I want to make people smile with my cooking. I want to make them happy, but not for anyone else. It's for me. And I guess that's it. Does that make sense? It makes sense enough. That's my image of the true chef to a T. Kinda sound like Ryota in parts too. Really, I've actually never told any of this to Ryota. I think I felt like I might lose my mystique a little if I did. I can kind of see that. Choji might be... He always has this air of, Ryota, that's not food, whenever he's around him. So maybe that's intentional by Choji to give him the sense of being an expert with food. And maybe he's enjoying himself too much with it. Was that a secret artifact? But whose? Choji, I think it might have been yours. All of a sudden, Choji's cookbook begins to glow brightly. What the heck? You're right! My secret artifact is activating. Choji's cookbook has the power to share any and all faith related to food. Any and all faith related to food? The power to share any and all faith related. What does that even mean? It grants the ability to warm, to cool, to restore missing flesh, or to even bring happiness to those who eat his cuisine. Whoa. It can endow any prepared food item with any property, so long as a fair number of people believe in it. Okay. The power of practical cooking, I suppose? It's never glowed like this before. The cookbook opens and begins flipping through pages on its own. The light it emanates growing brighter all the while. Eventually, it stops on a blank page, and the now almost blinding light converges into letters and pictures. Is this a recipe? But I've never seen this recipe before. Let's see here. Rosca... It's for the Rosca to Reyes! My best guess is Itzamu's power is similar to Santa's in being able to grant people's desires, but it seems it might be related to their desires being in earnest. Memories of sights and flavors flow from the cookbook directly into Shoji's mind. The sorts of fine details no recipe but only life experience could ordinarily convey. I can see perfectly how to make it. Oh, thank you, cookbook. I don't know how you did this, but thank you. Regular 4-star. Memories of cuisine from beyond the wall. Lend me your strength. Beyond the wall. Feast of Apicius. So Choji's power is like a budget Ryoto, but with food. I mean, Ryoto, all he does is eat food. Doesn't really seem to be quite the discerner of good food or not. But with Choji, in very least, he enjoys food, but he kind of took it like to the next level. Like those COVID chefs who essentially they couldn't eat out anymore, so they started cooking for their own selves. In the very least, everyone should learn to cook to some amount self-sufficiently without needing to eat out at all. Just to learn, like, get a good sense of how expensive food outside really is. Because if you don't cook, you'll never really know, like, how much you're being ripped off by ordering out all the time. Those are some uncanny fucking deads on the wreath. It is now Christmas Eve at Resort Anvari. December 24th has arrived, albeit in a very unfamiliar form. You've separated from these and are presently hurrying to a certain pre-arranged location in the shopping mall. Oh, you made it! You were just about to start the final check. You want in on this too, Arthur? What could he still be checking? Anvari's orders. He felt the event organizer should taste test the food and sign off on it personally. Well, it's just like a cooking show. Are you feeling confident in your work? Well, it should be a-okay. I appreciate the reassurance, but I'm pretty confident in what I've made. I know I have nothing to fear. I know my convictions are the real deal. Otherwise, you wouldn't have enjoyed my cooking as much as you did. Ooh, confidence. We need more chubby, confident characters in media. In pretty much every media, we kind of associate chubby with laziness and being oafish, but part of that is because they're never depicted as confident, such as Ryoto finally was in Chapter 13, where he was kind of considered just self-hating before that point. Arthur, how was Miss Z's pastorella? I must say, I'm rather looking forward to this. It's quite novel to be the one receiving gifts for a change. Does that mean you two will be trying my food too? Yeah, I can do it all myself, but the more the merrier, right? Bigger sample size means a more accurate analysis. Confident, sexy, yeah. You need to see a lot more confident, sexy people, aka fat asses, on TV. Please, let that happen. Well, the food's all done, but I could use some help serving it. Mind lending me a hand, Harrison? Right then, let's dig in. Well, I'll warn you, I'm used to business class, so I'm gonna be a harsh critic. Under Choji's directions, he aligned the tables in front of all 3 judges with plates. There's cake, roast turkey, roast beef, salad, soup, all the Christmas staples, and then some. So, Choji? What gives? Don't I tell you to mix up the menu so it's more summary? This just feels like a typical Christmas dinner. How am I supposed to work with this? Okay, so hear me out. This is a cold soup prepared with help from Mr. Tom Griesner. The salad, too, is topped with dressing that's slightly chilled. Ooh, interesting. The roast chicken comes in different sizes, and roast beef has a cold sauce to make it go down easier. I even adapted the cakes to use jelly and mousse for a smoother texture instead of the perishable cream. Even the plates it's all served on are refrigerated to provide some relief from the heat. Okay, so cold, and more cold. Got the basic idea, but do you really think it'll resonate? People's concept of Christmas has taken shape over decades, centuries even. It's not so easy to redefine. So it seemed appropriate to adapt the classic Christmas dinner over creating something brand new. It's more Christmassy that way. Honestly, fair. It's very hard to reinvent Christmas. That's why you hear the same freaking Christmas songs over the radio for the past several decades now. That doesn't change. Doesn't matter if people keep on making new Christmas songs all the time, you'll still hear the same ones from the 1980s or 90s. And not the new ones. No. I know you have your doubts, Envari, but why not try a bite before you make any snap decisions? Personally, I think it's delicious and perfectly adapted to the heat. It's ideal for enjoying over a pleasant conversation. May I pour you a glass, Mr. Itzamna? It's only apple juice, but it's the sentiment that counts. Thank you very much, Headmaster. Here's to bring back Christmas in all its glory. Cheers! Can you two old geezers take this seriously? And Vari, do you really not like it? Well, no, the taste is first rate, I can't deny. And I'd hope so too after personally selecting such an accomplished chef. But this ain't good enough. We can't just serve the same thing we always do. You can dress it up however you like, but Christmas dinner is Christmas dinner. This little venture needs something that's gonna get people talking. And most of all, it ain't something that's gonna draw in folks who don't even care about food in the first place. Interesting perspective. Well, we thought you might say that. Here to roll the big guns, Shoji. Rosca to Reyes, let's see it. Shoji beams. He dashes into the kitchen and returns carrying a modestly sized covered plate. I think this might be a little more than what you were looking for. The main event, straight from the other side of the world. There it is. I don't really get what they were saying about trying to find the ground though, because it's very obviously just directly put on top of it. For a moment I thought it was put inside. Rosca to Reyes! I learned about this from Mr. Itzamna. It's a Christmas confectionery from a culture that exists outside Tokyo. It's meant to resemble a king's crown. The ring is the base, and the toppings are the jewels. Oh, so you actually made it. I do adore these little reservoirs of fruit, and the syrup sparkles like dusting of gemstones. So what? It's basically a pizza. I could probably eat the whole thing in one bite. I made several sizes, and this is the smallest. I thought the others might be a little large for a taste test. The king inside the cake. Oh, okay, so it's not just the crown. How do you even put a king inside a cake? Is it like an actual doll, or is it like an edible kind of shape? I don't even know. I should look it up later. Sounds fascinating. It's kind of like a piñata, but for food. Well, let me just cut it. And there we go. Do watch out though, because you might find something, there it is, unusual inside. Hey, this ain't cake sponge. It's more like red dough. With orange or something mixed in? It's pretty good. The dough is sweet and moist, and fruits add a nice splash of color. Red, gold, and green really make it feel like Christmas. No, this does take me back. I used to watch Bon High as children tucked into creations just like this. And hey, what the? Something in here. I think it's made of plastic. And it looks kind of like Headmaster dead? Okay, so there it is. It really is like a piñata, but with food. That's cool. Oh, you're the one who got the doll. That means you'll have especially good luck in this Christmas season. Good luck? Oh, wait, I was the one who got it? You mean the right one in every slice? Nope, only one per cake. Usually they're made out of porcelain. That's, I thought that might be a little dangerous. I see. So it's like a lucky charm. I'm not the sort to believe in all that, but it's kind of thrilling in a way. He's not the one to believe that as the one with the bearer of the unlucky ring. It may interest you to know that one of my younger art students was responsible for the doll's design. Oh, who was it? We have a great deal to learn yet to learn. But their workmanship is undeniable. The doll is a product of their efforts. Who could it be? It's like saying they, not he or she. Who the fuck is he talking about? I must admit, this is something I've never seen before in the Tokyo market. It's got both the wow factor and the Christmas flair. Yeah, it passes, dang it. Resort and Vari will sell your, what do you call again? Rookie did Rebus? Yay! Oh, you did it! Thank you, Mr. Housamo. And you too, Mr. Headmaster. And of course, thank you, Arthur. So, you got a sales plan? You can't expect to set up a stall and clean house, you know. Of course, it's right here. I want as many people as possible to try it. But I think I just know the way to entice them. Reverse piñatas since the food is on the outside. Oh yeah, that is true. It's like the plastic parts is in the inside and the food is on the outside. Although the thing you want in either way is on the inside. That's a cute comparison. What an interesting reach of culture from Housamo, yet again. You seem a little despondent, Mr. Housamo. Is something the matter? Oh, no, it's nothing. Resort and Vari is an enormous beach house complex situated in Kasaririnkai Park. It runs all year round, but its maritime location means that its profits flag outside of the summer months. Vari's proposal helps to alleviate the seasonality was to construct a large-scale shopping mall and an associated hotel. Is that even a resort at this point? It's more like mini Dubai, Jesus Christ. However, even he built an entire shopping mall. Excuse me? Even he had given up the hope of drawing in customers during the end of the year holidays. Well, at least until the coming of this unexpected midsummer Christmas. Suddenly, winter had become the prime season for leisure, and business at the resort's shopping mall is absolutely booming. It could all come crashing down, though, if rumors of Christmas cancellation continue to spread. It's up to you and your friends to help revive this Christmas event and make it a success. Some resorts have stores. That's true, but this is like an overwhelming expansion from the original beachside resort. He essentially just created like a miniature town. To that end, a young boy's voice rings out from the loudspeaker in the resort's restaurant district. Hello! And welcome, welcome, welcome! We got some real treats for you today! Honest shoji's usually reserved in a humble manner of speaking, replaced with a much more exuberant and salesman-like pitch. First off, we'd like to sincerely thank everyone who supported More Patisserie to date. Wouldn't be here without you! Did he just say More Patisserie? That place is famous! Their cakes are some of the best in the city! Did you know they have a restaurant on the premises too? Their rice omelet there is exquisite. I've researched them at length, and this year I shall not fall victim to demand. Their scrumptious food shall be mine. I'll be open very soon, so keep your tummies rumbling and your appetites thoroughly whetted. See you shortly. I guess Shoji's a bit of a businessman too. Shoji finishes his announcement and moves his mouth away from the microphone to the special PA installation by the shopping mall. Lights have begun forming to taste his cooking, exactly as he planned. His announcement was timed and executed with precision to ensure just the right amount of hype. You're not messing around, huh? When cooking's involved, you give it 100%. I kinda like that wild side of you. Well, this just seems a bit rash, don't you think? If ever there were a attempt to stop these youths, Headmaster, it would be now. I'm not sure I follow. Is there an issue, Mr. Housamo? I'm happy to hear out any concerns you might have. It's just from what I've been told. Cake is an indispensable part of the Christmas tradition here in Tokyo. It seems wildly unlikely to me that the bread-based Rosca de Reyes will be an acceptable substitute to these eagle revelers. No, that's not. These poor children stand to be very hurt by its failure. Failure I'd be partially to blame for. Oh, is he risk-averse and pain-averse? Is that part of his backstory again? With the sacrifice stuff going on? I'll gladly self-sacrifice that. That's the case. I'll gladly take the file in their place if need be, as long as the students aren't hurt. It doesn't matter what happens to me. Come on, Isama, have more confidence in your students. I'll admit, I do understand this sentiment all too well. Yeah, he kind of bullied Yule. He was like, "Don't be a Santa, be a ranger. Don't quit your day job." But I think that might have become slightly more flexible over the past several months. Once, long ago, I tried something just like this in my own world of El Dorado. But it was all for naught. For once, a belief system that has taken root on a worldwide basis. Changing it, even for a moment, is no simple task. Everyone just wound up being absorbed into that black sun, and all those young lives were snuffed out. For nothing. Japan loves chicken and cake from there because of KFC. Do they serve cake there? But I know they're big on KFC. Well, I'd be big there too if it was still the same quality, or if they provided the same quality that they did back here originally years ago. The KFC quality now is shit, to be honest. But maybe it's good somewhere else. Mr. Itzamna? Oh, Harrison! It's time for you to join Choji now. I'll take care of Mr. Itzamna. You don't need to worry about him. As a fellow elder, I know how to handle this type. Ho ho ho. Okay, good luck, Headmaster Dead. Just you wait and see, Mr. Itzamna. Headmaster Dead. What exactly do you have in mind? They don't call me Headmaster for nothing. Oh, Mr. Itzamna. Mr. Itzamna, I know just how you feel, but I have the same concerns you do. But despite that, or perhaps because of it, I've chosen to keep my distance and see how things unfold. From back here, they may look a little bit different than they do up close. Well, if that's your approach here, Denmuros, then who am I to argue? Let's see how the next generation handles this matter. Okay, so this is Dead's final resolution towards Yule. I wasn't sure because he never really did give Yule the green flag in the end, or the thumbs up, from the first events. Don't know what happened to Mystic though, not yet. Okay, all you passing by and queued up alike, get ready to see a Christmas dessert unlike any you've seen before. I didn't see it earlier, but well, that looks so good on you. Thanks! Alright, they retailored it for summer weather. Glad to hear it meets with your approval. And I have to admit, wearing any kind of Santa outfit at all really puts me in the right mood for a winter sales drive. Now then, everyone! This round confection is what is known as a Rosca de Reyes. Ordinarily, you'd expect a fluffy sponge cake with lots of cream and some bright red strawberries on top, right? But this is different. This isn't cake, but bread, supplemented with all manner of extra sweet, extra flavored dried fruit. My goodness! It's so beautiful! And the aroma from it is simply breathtaking. Yo, Joe! Welcome. Welcome. What was that's clear. That's no ordinary Rosca de Reyes. No, our master baker has gone full nouvelle cuisine with it, elevating it to new levels. The fragrant smell of the spices has a certain nostalgic sense to it, while also forging a new identity altogether. Elevating it, huh? In its first attempt, he already elevated it from its original. Damn. It's as though he's honored the traditions of another culture with the utmost respect, yet somehow elevated them too. How? Itzamna's impassioned description of Choji's baking mastery draws a number of curious patrons over to learn more and catch sight of the Rosca de Reyes for themselves. Unintentional advertising. Very cool. Huh? Oh, ain't that something? A Christmas cake made of bread dough. Can you even really call it a Christmas cake, though, if it isn't made with fresh cream? If there's cake, I'd rather eat cake. Fear not, dear patrons. I hear you loud and clear. I also love a good cake swimming in fresh cream, believe me. Oh, I'm glad you can make it. We're still in episode 2. I think we're still in part 1 of episode 2. This is a really long episode. And we got that And we got that. But I urge you to try some of this alongside it. It's a Christmas tradition all its own. Actually, never mind, we're in part 2 of episode 2. Fortunately, we're giving away free samples to everyone in attendance, so come grab some and see for yourself. For real? We were really curious, so that's great! Whoops. Going to be a bit until it's done baking, though. So, while it's being browned to perfection, how about we fill you all in on the true secret of the Rosca Reyes? Hey, Kengo and Ryota. The others on stage with me here are my classmates, and they're going to help me demonstrate. Please enjoy. That's a very cool idea. You know, honestly, I thought it was really weird too. I was with Invari because I didn't know what the event was about. But the way they're selling it, I kind of want a Rosca Reyes now too. Shit! Can't believe I got roped into this. Guess it ain't so bad once in a while though. And it's for a good cause. Hey, where'd Toji go? He's just here a minute ago. Did he slip off to use the bathroom? Don't worry about Toji. I'll be along. Woo! All eyes on us, Kengo. Let's go! Whoa, you aren't fooling around, ain't ya, partner? I'd normally be a little embarrassed, but instead I'm just impressed. So first, we cut this Rosca Reyes into a number of slices, matching the number of participants. This is very important. And action! Toji? What's he doing? I have been promised a special bean jelly bun as payment for this stunt. Therefore, I shall tolerate being made a spectacle of. He's partial to bean jelly buns, huh? Interesting. Would you look at that, everyone? Our real-life sword master. This is my classmate Toji. Toji, take it away. Is he gonna cut it? Don't tell me he's gonna cut it with a sword. With a hearty yeah! Toji flings a Rosca Reyes high into the air. He's gonna cut it with the sword. And in the next moment, there's a flash of movement from his sword, or rather, from a large bread knife he's equipped himself with for the moment. Mid-air with a bread knife, geez. Kengo Takushi, Ryota Yakushimaru, Shoji Iemori, myself, and Arton. And that makes 5. The crown is thereby divided. Yeah! A round of applause for Toji, everyone! It's certainly no easy task dividing baked goods into 5 equal portions in an instant. Truly a performance for the ages. In contemporary art, nothing is more important than catching the audience's eye. To do that with such grace, no less. Just seeing such form and finesse really makes this old lizard's creative juice flow. What's going on over here? What's with all the commotion? Must be something really cool happening to get this much attention. So if just cutting the dessert can be such a spectacle, I know. Let's hold a bread eating contest. What do you think? Oh, so close. So close to what I had in mind. But just a bit off. There's going to be a contest for sure. But, well... let's just say, you won't be getting your hands on a nearly sliced Rosca Reyes quite so easily. Nani? Now's the time for my chopper to shine. This mysterious biker bros will be taking that Rosca Reyes. Thanks! Oh, Nomad? What do you mean why? He's featured in every event. Why not? How do motorcycles fit into any of this? Finally got the speed back from the pawn shop. And if you think you can keep up with her speed, just you try it. Yeah, Nomad's having fun here. I mean, at the very least, we're seeing Nomad having fun and not suffering from some side job. Granted, this is a side job, but he seems to be enjoying it. The noise of Nomad's revving engine echoes through the event space, which had heretofore seemed completely safe from and impenetrable by ne'er-do-wells. You really think you're gonna be all that when you get away with stealing the bread? You really think you're gonna be able to get away with stealing that bread? I could take you on in my sleep, Nomad. In a fight, right? In a fight, right? You think I came alone? I think he's saying, You think you came alone? Give me a little more credit than that. I know what you are all capable of. That's my cue! Chivalrous Safe arrives on the scene to take the role of bodyguard. Seemed like a good time, so I wanted in. And then the role of bodyguard B, a master safe appears from thin air. Not really sure what's going on, but happy to be involved. Does he? I'm supposed to be up now. I too shall partake on for the coin I've been promised, but I got C at your service. Oh, wait, but I gotta work with you? Looks like my first task gonna be taking out the crash, you photo chivalrous thief. Oh yeah, they dislike each other. Or rather, Jirai hates Goemon. Whoa. Time out! This is Shukaku talking, and I'm gonna need you guys to focus and keep it together. Right, let's cut the foolishness, everyone. Right here turns our key for the new year, so let's just do our jobs, okay? Yeah, they're all ninjas. I guess they're just agents. Well, actually, they're not agents. Only one of them is an agent. Very peculiar, they just got a bunch of ninjas for this. This is falling apart at record pace. What's the broke ninja gang doing here? What can I say? The reality is, my underlings need money to put food on the tables. In the end, a job's a job, no? Now then, can my classmates win back the Rosca de Reyes? Let's find out. Once each of us has our slice of dessert safely in hand, I will demonstrate for you all its peculiar secret. You said this was close to a bread eating contest, but this is kind of the polar opposite. And it's also ridiculous. Well, you can't afford to walk away at it for too long, as Nomad and his roving gang are getting away as we speak. Hurry! This list is key to everything. I want you to be as showy about this as you possibly can be. The ultimate ninja, full throttle, baby. Just try to keep up with my smooth biking technique. And you ninja, follow 9 already. Remember, this is business. Wasn't there 5 slices? There's only 4 ninja. Oh, I guess he's taking one. I'm in the race myself, so let's get started. The so-called bread eating contest is a go. Shoji, what is that young creative talent thinking? Pulling a stunt like this? This is a very elaborate performance to really sell and hype up Rosca de Reyes, and I gotta say, I'm all for it. What entrepreneurship, for real? And he thought nausea was gonna show up because of the room sound. Yeah, motorcycle is Nomad seems out there, but he is always wearing one of those motorcycle jackets. What's the matter, punks? You intimidated by my unruly driving? I'm actually starting to have some fun here. Definitely feeling the need for speed. I heard that, and it certainly seems to be riling up the crowd, which is just what we want to see. It's what we do best. You want to be entertained? Look no further. Then go on. I'll never let you down. Hey, as long as we're all having fun, bring it on, Goemon. That does feel a little wrong for a ninja to be attracting so much attention. But, well, it's for Christmas, so I guess it's okay. It's firing me up for sure. I wonder if we'll be able to get the Rosca de Reyes back. Only one way to find out. And they never got the Rosca de Reyes back. Mr. Housamo is worried whether or not the people will accept something different from what they've come to expect. Well, frankly, it is a concern. Particularly in the case of food, it can be a real uphill battle getting people to accept something new. That is true. People don't really order new foods, they just stick with what they know. Even when they go out to a new restaurant, they just order the same thing. I say this from experience. But it'll be fine. Just leave it to me. See, I'm no slouch as a chef. I'll make it work. No slouch as a businessman too, apparently. When faced with a child who hates vegetables, you can't force them to eat their broccoli, or it'll just make the problem worse. So, what do you do instead? Simple. You gradually introduce vegetables into their diet in creative, delicious ways. I've had to think outside the box many times already, So if I drop out on all those experiences, I know I can make this work too. See it now. Shoji. He's putting his own plan into motion. He's making this a dessert to remember. Yeah, if this is an entire show, it'll be a shame not to be after that point. The name of the Rosca Reyes was mentioned several times on big poster advertising this event, along with a lovely picture of it, so the spectators here are already familiar with how it looks and what it's called. Although it remains now to familiarize themselves with the taste and its secret. Oh, I see now. This is all staged to draw more people in. It's all a way to make the event more memorable. That's how kids these days get things done, isn't it? They boast such boundless creativity. You can thank TikTok for that. And you got it! Oh yeah! This has become far more of a spectacle than I was prepared for, but it certainly caught my interest. Alright, time for me to claim my slice too. Looks so good. Thanks everyone. I think we've got it all. So this is the Rosca Reyes. It smells so sweet. And that's because the free samples I'm giving out just finished baking. And anybody who wants a slice, come and get it! We're Human Ninja tribe will do the honors of handing out the samples. Don't think TikTok? Probably. I'm just going around. Thank YouTube Shorts. Has everyone got their slice? Do be careful and check thoroughly when you eat it, as there may be something hard inside. Ready for the taste test? Then let's stop talking. Tuck in ready. Oh! I think he just nutted. Oh my god, I just nutted! It's such a creative flavor! Ara NPC video of him saying Tomeo. Gotta say, you knocked it out of the park with this one. I had my doubts, but this couldn't have been more of a home run. And then people more adventurous seers than others, but I hear nearby, someone nearby raving about it. I want to try it too. Yes, the grass is greener in line of thinking. Those who do not have it will surely want it when it is seen being enjoyed. The doll inside is so detailed. Oh yeah, I got the doll in our example. I got the doll in example one. It looks just like a devil. This is Shoji's final line of attack for the Rosca Reyes, including a unique figure in each one to make the lucky winner feel even more special. They designed a unique figure for each one. Wow. I mean, they're all handmade anyway, so might as well. I owe thanks for that to be the. Thanks for that to the good people of Akihabara Creators, as well as Mr. Itsama's highly talented art students. When I asked the latter if any of them were interested in helping me and Mr. Itsama with something, every single hand shot up. Oh, so the entire class made them. Seems Mr. Itsama has been in the slump lately, so they wanted to do some whatever they could for them. What? They said that? I didn't realize I'd been wearing them so. The Rosca Reyes is delicious indeed. I must buy one for Master Hogan. I believe he would be most pleased. Seems their exotic Christmas gourmet items are turning heads and filling stomachs. Even the ninja are happy to assist. What's more, their usual Christmas staples are proving as popular as ever too. A good sign for the return of the Christmas spirit. This entire evening, if you can call it that, has been a veritable work of art already. The excitement in the air is palpable. It was truly masterful work to lay the foundations for discovery, then gradually acclimate the patrons to the new dessert. A more brutalist approach would likely have run into the wall of cultural mores. If only I'd been this conscientious back home. Perhaps I would have had more followers keen on pursuing creative and artistic fulfillment, like my students at Iguana House. I'm much too old to be getting this fired up over the mere notion of your endeavors. And done! Sorry to have kept you waiting. Here you go, Earthman. One freshly baked Rosca Reyes. You're headed over to Reyes Station next, right? I'll be joining you once I finish making sure our pantries are stocked. You go on ahead and share that with everyone, okay? And, thank you. I'm really glad I got to do this with you. Your praising my food is seriously what kept me going. Once we've gotten Christmas back, well, let's celebrate together, okay? All of us. Or no, how about just 2 of us? Ooh, it's so bold. I must say, too, I'm very impressed with you, Mr. Housamo. Yeah. Confidence. You need to see more of it. Confident chubs.
How so? I haven't done anything. Oh, you have. The other day, when you went to check on Joji and everything, you shared your wisdom with them.
I found the article you referenced in the new Santa Digest. It talked about the day when the Rosca Reyes is the day the 3 wise men supposedly imparted their own wisdom. And the role you possess is very similar to the one referenced in that faith. Well, you know what they say. If you can't, fake it till you make it, rather. If it's all the same, with regards to confidence, that is to say.
If it's all the same, I'd ask that you stop right there, Santa Claus.
All I did was pray those kids be given their fair shake.
My surprise that my wish came true, and that they succeeded on top of all of it, is very real. The credit for that goes to them.
Was he surprised by that power? Really? Oh my god, I just realized his kid actually reflects his entire deal. He sacrifices all his buffs and gives it to everyone else. Very on the nose, I get it now. It's pretty good.
I'm happy enough with the gift I've already received today. Again, a shock and inspiration of thinking outside the box. Nothing better than the young bears of the world's future could give to an old lizard who didn't entirely believe in them at first. For you see, there's no greater or more unexpected pleasure than having one's stubbornly limited horizons expand.
Santa Claus and the old lizard continues talking well into the evening that isn't evening, the sun still burning brightly above their heads, and their voices lost in the crowd's excited din. Although the day's events have gone favorably thus far, the bright piñata in the sky served as a constant reminder that time is short, and that there's still much to do to reclaim Christmas. Sorry about that. Yeah, I did get a haircut. Well, you know, I didn't get a new haircut, I just regularly maintained the same haircut. Anyways, let's move on with episode 3, part 1.
In the back of my mind, I just keep hearing this voice relentlessly telling me the mistakes of the past cannot be undone. I, Yasuyori Kobungu Inuta, am guilty of once taking an altercation as far as it can go. There was simply no reason to go to such extremes, but I did so nonetheless, and that's when I realized I lacked the capacity for self-control. Knowing where such a road may take me, I swore upon my name that I would henceforth follow the lead of others and fall in line with the orders they gave me.
Why are you so subservient?
Of course, the fear that I may fail to live up to the standards I now hold myself to still remains. But that is why I've sworn allegiance to those who are too wise to make the same mistakes. I've sworn that I may never commit such foolish, sinful acts.
You forgot yesterday was here, like, for real. Yeah, they've not been overlapping the feature characters whatsoever. It's just like Z's passing it off to Shoji and Shoji passing it off to Yasuyori.
At least, that's how I stalwartly continue to think, until that day, and that time, and that place.
Surely he's not talking about Chapter 10. Sunshine Christmas, the fight for the Holy Night. Episode 3, Blue Skies, Piñatas, and a Southerly Wind.
Very well then, by your leave, I Yasuyori Kobungu Inuta do humbly serve.
Hey, Yasuyori, what's the deal? Your server is way too high. Keigo, this one's all you. Right, he's the case, Durga.
Oh yeah, how do you like that, Gunzo?
I got it. Atop the clear sky, blue sky, and the fake sun continues to shine, showering Tokyo with radiant, unending light. The unseasonable heat it brings sees a throng of swimsuit-clad visitors at Resort Anvari, in stark contrast to the expected Christmassy atmosphere. And in one corner of the beach, Hugh, Gunzo, and the others have gotten together to unwind by punting around a beach ball. If the sun is affecting all of Tokyo, it should be causing a mass panic across everywhere outside of Kasai Rinkai Park. Did they like distribute the news somehow that like the sun was just caused by dead? I mean, they probably should have. That would have increased advertising too, so that they would all come there. But they don't have access to that, obviously. So there's probably mass panic happening outside. And in one corner of the beach, Gunzo and others have gotten together to unwind by punting around the beach ball. It's up, missies! Oop. There we go! My. That was harder than I intended. Sorry about that.
No worries, I can handle it.
Okay, Yasuri? You kinda ate the sand there pretty hard.
You needn't concern yourself. I've endured impacts far worse than in a sumo, I assure you. Yasuyori, your head's so sandy. It's like a desert. What say we break and have ourselves a quick dip in the ocean? Let's do it. Wait, please don't push. Stop pushing me. I beg of you.
Everyone really wants to see Yasuyori naked. Well, everyone certainly seems to be having a good time. But then it is a real treat to be able to swim at this time of the year. I guess so. But do you really think it's okay, Shiro? I'm not sure I follow. Well, I mean, it's really great that everyone's able to laugh and play like this. What if it really does fall down? The sun, I mean. From the sky. What if it really falls down right onto your head?
Ah, that. You could say. I'm ready for it.
What?
Think about it. We've been through far worse than this already countless times ever since Arathan got here. But we've always persevered, and I have no reason to believe this will turn out any differently. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, it's for tomorrow's problem, not today's. Besides, the more we dwell on it, the more guilty and anxious these little guys are going to feel.
Spree!
Shay, it's okay. Go back to sleep. You've had a busy day, haven't you?
What's with the pastorals and all?
If that is how you wish to proceed, then so be it. Truly, we have become much more emboldened since the day we met.
Well, I agree, though. We'll figure it out. Keep that shit up, Shiro.
Thanks. I appreciate the confidence support. And I know these little ones appreciate it too. This is an announcement for all, event attendees. The Piñata breaking will begin at 10, yeah. Be sure to bring your best swinging arms and try to break it open. Everyone is welcome to try. Good luck.
the hell is this?
Look. Sorry. Bye.
Where have I heard that voice before? Quite distinctive. I can tell how hard she was trying. It's Echo! Right, you just said it's Echo. She's featured in this event too, I just remembered.
Well, I'll be. She's right on the money. Fancy running into you all here.
Speaking of familiar voices, didn't expect to see you here either.
How are you?
You enjoying the resort? I was told there might be someone I know here, so I figured I'd come take a look.
Almighty.
Daikonyama Academy.
Well, this is a surprise. Are you here to take in the sun, as it were?
No, I'm usually with Shinya. Today, I'm doing part-time work with another friend of mine. I've been put in charge of the sports area here, and I must say, it's rather fun being an instructor. Is there any sports you're looking to play on these grounds? Just say the word. I'll be happy to teach you everything I know.
I have a question, though it's not about sports. I'm wondering if the person hiding behind your back is an acquaintance.
Oh, you've come down. Here, I'll introduce you. Come on now, don't be shy. At Taramighty's gentle urgings, a small girl bashfully peeks out from behind her.
Good morning, everyone. Wait, the time. Good evening. I should say.
Hey, Echo! I didn't know you two were friends.
Friends? The Taramighty is my senior. Echo would never be so presumptuous.
Taramighty would. My friend here is actually the one who told me about this job. A departure for me, but I'm giving it all my all.
Echo isn't very good with exercise, so the owners give me something more suitable.
Suitable, What do you do? Are you in charge of making chocolates? Or let me guess, it's something sound related. Announcements.
Whoa! How did you know? I was in the audio department on the PA system.
I just realized she's not like choking over words, she's trying to say her own name, but trying to stop that habit of saying it. Oh, so that announcement we heard over the loudspeaker was you, huh?
That's right. Echo messed up at the end, though. Echo wants to become more self-confident, so I asked Taramighty if she wanted to work together.
Oh, she's doing a fine job here, if you ask me. Well, let's give her the benefit of the doubt, or rather, let's just let her have her thing. I can absolutely vouch for her hard work and eagerness. Hard work and eagerness. That's a very polite way of saying they're not doing a very good job, even if they're working hard and they're very eager to do a good job.
Thank you, Taramighty. Well, that's kind of you to say.
Well, now, look at all these longings in one place. I can feel your useful energy from clear across the breach. Right now, though, it's Piñata time. So how about we go mosey on over and get this party started, Arthur?
Oh, is it that late already? Echo has to get back to work.
Allow me to escort you. With this many people, it might be tough to get through, and we wouldn't want you to be late.
Huh? But you're the instructor here. Is it really okay?
The event space is already packed. I think they could use all the help they can get right now. A short break wouldn't hurt.
Okay, then if you please. See you all at the event.
We should get ready too.
And I'm sure Kengo doesn't realize it's already time, so we'll need to relay the message to him. If the event space is that crowded though, I think you should go on ahead, Arthur.
I concur. I will go fetch Yasuyori Kobungu Inuta. You go on ahead, and he will join you post-haste. Your kind consideration is appreciated, but Yasuyori Kobungu Inuta is here.
Yasuyori? You all done splashing around?
I am, and I had a most enjoyable time. There is no substitute for whiling away the hours with friends, no matter the activity. Nonetheless, I have a job to do. I would never shirk my responsibilities. Therefore, summoners, I do hereby take Commander Arthur in my charge. Understood. Well, I'll reconvene later then. Take good care of him, Yasuri. But of course, Summoner's Counselor. We shall fulfill our assigned task with aplomb.
Oh, am I actually clicking on it? Just I wasn't even noticing.
I'll meet up with you all later. When you get to the venue, be sure to seek out Headmaster Dead right away.
Yeah, look at those chocolate chips.
And then we shall all meet again soon. And let's all be off to the event space. Come, we have much to do. Take my paw, and we shall proceed.
I appreciate it, Yasuri. Let's roll out.
And hut! Forward march.
The next event is being held at a designated event space in front of the hotel, which is a bit of a distance from the sports area you and your friends have been enjoying. You and Yasuri thus begin a long walk across the beach. You good, Yasuri? Got something on your mind?
Oh, my apologies. I was thinking about the other day. Meeting when we were deciding upon the festivities for this day's events.
Only a few days till Christmas, Headmaster Dead held an important planning meeting with everyone.
I have a question regarding the Piñata breaking, I believe you called it. I'm still uncertain as to how this event is meant to unfold. Could you provide a more detailed explanation, Headmaster?
Piñata. That came up the other day. That thing that looks like the sun, right? Following your finger, the others all squint briefly and glance upward at the now ever-present sun hovering in the sky.
Yes, we've determined that the Piñata as well. That's Piñata as well. Oh, it's not the one we'll be breaking directly. I'll bring you all up to speed. The Piñata breaking event is a Christmas tradition from another culture.
With this, Dead opens a new Santa Digest and flips through to the section on Piñata breaking, then begins skimming through it, considering how to best summarize.
In Tokyo, we have those large balls that open and rain confetti on crowds at big events. Think of that, but made of softer stuff. Another difference is, the piñatas is filled not with confetti but with sweets, and must be broken by force. They make a game out of it. Everyone takes turns swinging at it, often blindfolded, and once it breaks, the sweets inside are present for all. Initially, it was a tradition intended to drive off evil spirits, but as time went by, it was adapted for celebrating Christmas. So everyone competes to break this prize ball then. Interesting. I believe my school friends will quite enjoy this event. It does sound pretty fun. I bet it really gets crowds roaring. Foreign celebrations are so fascinating. You guys ever broke a piñata or had one of those piñata breaking ceremonies? They're pretty fun. I don't think I've had one until I was like way past my like before grade 4 even. I was just like a tiny little thing, but I have some weird memory of breaking a piñata. It was nice. Indeed. Tokyo's way of celebrating the holidays, but one option. There are so many others we know little about. And the variety in their origins and customs is sure to be immense, with each built upon its culture's belief and ideals. Yeah, piñatas, I mean, it sounds a bit silly, but you don't know the excitement you get when you have a bat in your hand and you're allowed to break something. And there's candy inside too. The piñata breaking tradition is a perfect example. It goes to show how differently Christmas Eve is regarded in warmer climates. Think of all the Christmas ideas from Hispanic cultures. Well, they seem to have a lot more interesting ideas with piñata breaking. I don't know where the Rosca Reyes come from, but that's also pretty interesting. Ours is just like eating specific kinds of foods, which is okay. Turkey, which is essentially the same thing you eat on Thanksgiving. Bringing Christmas Eve by breaking a piñata, huh? So different, yet has the same heart. Exactly. But here's the important part. I'm going to need you all to listen very closely. The entire plan is designed to ensure that the giant piñata in the sky fulfills the role it's been given. It is, after all, pure belief that fuels the undying sun responsible for this unreasonably tropical Christmas. And it'll be the belief that brings it up to a close. We must ensure everyone believes that a proper Christmas Eve truly has come. Belief. The reason we chose the piñata breaking event, remember, is the knowledge that breaking it open means everybody gets presents. In other words, it's a great way to make everybody really feel like Christmas has arrived, even without the cold. Precisely. We make a good show of it. Ensure everyone's are on the literal prize, eyes are on the literal prize, and the piñata in the sky breaks too. Maybe. I see. Thus the miracle of Christmas can be reborn in this world anew. I have my commitment on this, Headmaster. I shall see to it that the plan is an unmitigated success. Oh, while I appreciate your enthusiasm, Yasuyori, it should be noted that there are some dangers involved in the piñata breaking. And Master Dead looks back and forth between you and Yasuyori with the most sobering expression on his face that you ever seen. Think back. Remember the reason that I'm able to perform miracles as Santa Claus here in Tokyo? It's because the people believe in Santa that my rule takes effect, and it displays both to my light and my dark half. We haven't seen Dark Santa in a hot minute, but my Santa powers are only real for as long as the majority of Tokyans believe it. Okay, so we're finally getting to this. Santa might disappear, but he has not mentioned that at all until now. Making them think the piñata breaking is a part of Christmas. Well, it's part of some Christmas cultures apparently. The question is, what will the people take away from this piñata event? Will their faith be the same, or will it take another form? Well, and when our performance causes the piñata in the sky to break open, what will emerge from it? Oh, faith is a fickle thing after all. It's impossible to predict just what it might bring about. It's not inconceivable that some of the falling debris from the sky piñata may injure someone, or worse. We still have to try. If we don't, there will be no Christmas. Alright, we can do it. Commander, you are truly a brave and selfless soul, caring not for your own safety, but merely that of those in your charge. You gotta go? Alright, thanks for sticking this long, Zabi. Take care. I hope that I, Yasuyori Kabungu Inuta, may be of some service to your noble ends. I am at your disposal. Do not fret. I am more than capable of standing up to any threat, be it beast or piñata. I have every confidence in my hardiness. It is my dearest mission that I give all that I am for the sake of the others. Even if the body should be riddled with wounds, It shall not! Letting others see you get wounded or killed is precisely the sort of thing we're trying to avoid here. What the heck? Why is he talking about getting injured? Is he talking about just like taking up all the degree as it falls down or something? I don't even understand. Mr. Itzamna. My apologies for raising my voice. I just don't want to hear any mention of young people sacrificing themselves today. If anyone's going to be made a sacrifice of, it should be an old lizard like myself. I once made a dreadful mistake. Oh, you're making it again. Itzamna thinks back to the time in his home world when he failed to save even a single person. He poises to scream, but then... No, forget it. Just please, don't talk about sacrificing yourself for the greater good. You're much too young for that. Mr. Itzamna. Don't worry, we weren't actually planning on it. Even it seems like we were. We totally were. Actually, Itzamna seems to know like that. Your reaction is not unwarranted. This is not a burden to be borne by a single person. If I were to become a sacrifice to this cause, there's a strong possibility that others would follow my lead. And that is certainly the furthest thing from my intention here today. I ask only that if any such action must occur, I be the one permitted to take it. I say this not because I plan for it to occur, but because I feel I am made of stern enough stuff to take it. And with the full sun hurtling towards us, we simply don't know what fate may bring. We must be prepared for the worst. Above all else, though, is the fact that this is what I truly desire. The idea of putting myself on the line is a prospect I've considered since long before coming to Tokyo. It's a mindset, a belief, that's seen me through many encounters. This fucking photo that's where they're floating in midair. They use that for chapter 10 too. Perhaps this attitude itself will be my downfall in the end. Yet despite all of that, You have my word that self-sacrifice will always be the last resort, never the first. So I beg you, please accept that this is my way of life. This is my wish. It's not merely a proclamation made for show. I see. You have my apologies then, Yasuyori. It seems I was imposing my own beliefs and values upon you, without considering that yours may be fundamentally different. No. In fact, I would say I'm grateful to you, Mr. Housamo. You made it clear how much you care for us all. I think one lesson we can take away from all of this discussion is that this Piñata situation could very well be dangerous. But these festivities must proceed smoothly regardless. The Piñata breaking must occur, and it must succeed.
Ooh, Dad's very stern about this. I mean, he's about to get disappeared, so. And this time, even my sand powers can't be much help to you. I hope you'll forgive me this embarrassing lack of jolly. Of course, I will do all that I can, for as long as I can, but the rest is up to you. Let's take back Christmas. Together! Make it happen, Santa. And the same nick of time, too. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, all of you beautiful, good children. Headmaster's
Dad's face showed such pain when he said all of that.
Arthur and company?
Who goes there?
Hey, Echo, what brings you here? I thought you already gone ahead for work.
Sorry, Arthur and Yasuyori.
It's like they're trying to teach the sub piano how to break, which is kind of funny. I mean, that was the end goal they implied before, but I don't really know how destroying local pianos will entail the destruction of the Piñata up there.
Echo overheard what you were talking about, and I had something I needed to say. I want both of you to make it back unharmed.
Miss Echo, was it? So you've overheard the full story then?
Yes, Echo heard. Echo got separated from Termite, so... that's not important. Maybe Echo will wind up repeating like everyone else.
Oh yeah, I guess they did both have bad artifacts. Interesting.
But I was saved. I was told there is a world beyond the repetition. And that saved me. So I wanted to tell it to you too. Eventually, something new will come for you too. So, good luck.
Miss Echo.
Thank you, Echo. Don't worry, we'll come back. However many times it takes.
Yes, thank you. Ayrton. I should go now, but good luck with the Piñata. I'll be cheering for you. I'll raise my voice and cheer, however many times it takes.
So frail.
It is a rather humbling state of affairs, Commander, is it not? Everyone, it seems, is concerned for us. I want so strongly to do for them whatever I can, and yet... I am uncertain what I have to offer beyond my own body as a shield with which to protect them. I have no will to protect myself. The way of life is foreign to me and... a bit embarrassing, if I'm to be honest.
Hey, no problem. Take care of that. You're safe in my hands, Yasuyori. But don't worry, I've got your back.
Commander!
Hey, if we fail, we regroup and try again. As many times as it takes. Eventually, we'll get it right. Yasuyori steps in front of you, stands up straight, and puffs over his chest as firmly and deliberately as he can.
Understood, Commander. Let us return unscathed from our mission. You and I alike, Commander. Commander Arthur. Just as you have pledged to protect me, I too pledge my life to you here and now. to shield you until the very end. And when all is said and done, my only hope is that you and I may celebrate Christmas side by side.
A rather strange part 1 where nothing in particular really happened. Okay, we are now going to be covering part 2 of episode 3. Let's do this. It's December 24th, 10 p.m., the Tokyo Santa School in Shinjuku Ward. I wonder what the Santa School students are thinking at this point. Alone together with Yasuyori. Yeah. Can't wait to see the special quests. And within the din of seemingly countless Santas, dressing and scrambling to prepare for imminent departure, a few designated students' voices ring out loud and clear. Santa Chorus, second year, Yule reporting in. The Santa Clauses are all ready for departure. Second year? Really? Second year only? What? Did, like, the previous 2 Christmases not happen? Or do these things, like, loop before the end of the year? I forgot if there's already an established time frame before loops generally happen, but it is bizarre that Yule is only second year here when he should be 4th year at this point. It wouldn't make sense for him to be repeating those past Christmases, though. For him to have so many traumas and still be attending this 4-year class. Yo, Alex Freeman, nice to see you. Sorry for not seeing your live stream for months. You got Christmas Yasu. Hey, congrats! I got him too. Again. No dead, though.
Nordic Santa Chorus, 3rd year Krampus, reporting in. All departure preparations are complete. The coal is fully stocked. And this is Dante of the Santa Chorus, reporting on behalf of the reindeer. Final preparations are a go. All green across the board. Wonderful. Somehow we made it in time. We might even be able to get everyone fed before the clock strikes midnight.
You got him trying to roll for Jerome? Christmas Yasuyori? No. I got, I mean, you wouldn't even be in that banner. I got Christmas Yasuyori from the grab bag, and I got Christmas Yasuyori again, pulling for dead in the current banner. Oh well.
Thank goodness for that. Christmas Day is crunch time, and it's always best to go into it in peak condition. I received the care package from the headmaster a while ago. It's a variety of Christmas dishes made to help beat the heat.
Yeah, I saved 21, unfortunately. I really wanted dead.
Oh, I love Santa! I love Santa!
Fucking love Santa. You have no idea how fucking down bad I am for Santa. It's unreal. You didn't hear any of that.
And don't forget about the stew I helped make. It's packed full of all nutrients, growing body needs, and delicious to boot.
You got these again with 4 star groups. I got her to this event, so that's new at least.
Wow, care package foods, huh? Must have been made by that jolly young chef. I bet it's all amazing. We'll definitely enjoy that.
Yeah, I want Chubby dead. The true Santa. None of this Dark Santa stuff. Also, the Santa suits we got this year are fantastic. What did he call them again? All weather models. They look exactly the same, but sure. No, I did not have that already.
They seem like they'll keep us cool even under this hot sun. Real life safe for those of us with a coat of fur. Yes, I hear a pro designer hand-tailored them in record time using a superfiber created by the Kamata crafters. Hand-tailored?
Yep, that's rocking for you. Gotta love how they always fall back on something like the crafters or Arachne, or whenever something comes to technology or clothes for every event ever. And it's usually important roles too, since new skins will always come for every event, and new technology often comes by to justify the existence of some place that is otherwise hostile, like night goes.
A fine day to you, Monsieur Santa. I trust the Santa suits I've prepared are to your liking.
They are, and I can't thank you enough for them, Arachne. Your turnaround time truly shows what a consummate pro you are.
Oh, it was nothing, I assure you. Though, I suppose a few all-nighters and a great many stammer drinks did see me through it.
Give me those summer drinks.
Speaking of, is this truly the right time? Just shy of midnight?
How can that be? It looks and feels just like the moon.
It's not your imagination. The daylight hours in Tokyo have gone a bit haywire. I think we've all been thrown off by it. But come midnight, Christmas morning, the night sky should return, and all our internal clocks will hopefully reset once more. That is big hopium here.
Well, I shall send the bill for my services to Santa School in this coming week. Best of luck to you in retaking Christmas.
Arachne her exorbitant fees, but I'm sure Santa has fat pockets anyways.
Actually, Arachne, would you care to attend the program that will be starting soon?
I'm most grateful for the invitation, honey, but I must admit I am quite weary after these long hours.
But you'll miss out on seeing just how brightly all my students shine as I set about saving the day in your threads.
Oh, and these are box seats, no less. Still. Oh, mon Dieu. I'm the one who has been up all night working, yet you look every bit as pale and haggard as I feel. Sweetie, are you alright?
Dad! Dad doesn't answer her question. Instead, he simply stares blankly ahead with a dumbfounded, empty grin on his face. Santa's all about the smiles, and in fact, that's what we learned in Gift of the Apprentice Santa. So he kind of has to keep up that smile, even if he doesn't feel like it.
It's the same dream again. Every time I close my eyes, I see the same familiar sights. It's as if the sun has burned them into the back of my eyelids. My homeland of El Dorado, freshly sprouted from the seeds of creation, and the universally praised avatar of the sun who brought it about at the cost of his own life. Birthing a faith that these are the truest, most righteous actions one can take, that one's life is but kindling to be offered up to the black gold sun as tribute. Will this not brand one's life with perpetual state of hopelessness, then? One cannot stop the forward march of a worldwide faith that has been set in motion after all. I devised so many plans, but all were in vain. I raised an alarm that no one would bother listening to, and indeed, no one did. Yes, ultimately, I failed this world. I could accomplish nothing but rot away and scream into the void till the bitter end. Yet even after so many setbacks, I still persevered, and eventually, I washed up here in Tokyo. This city truly is amazing. It's a place of endless possibility, full of eager youths just waiting to explore it. Of course, it has its own share of setbacks and drawbacks and regrets. And what place doesn't? But to me, it seems especially vibrant, overflowing with promise. The more time I spend getting familiar with the ins and outs of Tokyo, however, the more I realize there's nothing I can do to save my homeland. Not as long as the youths there pour all their faith into such a flawed system. I can't win against such a stalwart beliefs.
Yo, Fruki, welcome. Yeah, I'm streaming. Just continuing off with the story and finishing it today.
How the snow piles up, hiding the part of my soul I wish not to bear. Huh?
Street's on though. Were you asleep?
Sorry. Yes I was. I rested my eyes for a moment, and before you knew it, I was dreaming of the past.
Oh, you haven't read this, so you don't stick for long. Gotcha, spoiler. But yeah, it's quite enjoyable so far. I can at least tell you this, it's not formulaic, so that's good on that. Well, it's not formulaic in the usual way, at least. There is no, new character causing the problems of the entire event. Behemoth.
But now's not the time for that. The next step is the most crucial. I must see it through.
Hey, don't worry. We've got this. It'll all work out, one way or another. Incidentally? That swimsuit. Shop's guess.
Oh? You like it? It does have a rather nice design to it, no? It was a gift from my art students after I told them I'd be going to the beach. I had it custom made just for me.
That's interesting. You'll be on your way then. Yeah, I am enjoying the event, so take care, Froki. And hope you enjoy too when you get to it.
It's even tailored to perfectly fit my body. Ugh, such a lovely gesture. Is everyone here? The time is almost upon us. Let's get ready, shall we? Oh my, it's that late. Well, this old lizard's going to go on ahead then.
That didn't even answer Arachne in the end, with an empty smile. It's a bit eerie and sad.
Please wait, Mr. Housamo. I'd like to humbly request a moment of your time, if I may.
Yasuri turns to face Housamo head-on, straightens his posture, and gives a very deep, formal bow.
The other day, I spoke out of turn and questioned your wisdom. I wish to sincerely apologize for that transgression. Please don't do that. All you did is remain true to who you are and express your faith clearly and succinctly. If anything, I should apologize for not trusting the convictions of the young. I failed to recognize true courage when I saw it, as was the case with Choji. The courage to get back up when life knocks you down. I failed to recognize it a long time ago, too.
I want you to fit your body? What could he ever mean by that? I wonder. Yeah, Housamo is pretty fun. In the very least, he's a lot more, very earnest for the well-being of all the other students. Deadon, meanwhile, is being a bit sketchy. I mean, of course he cares for all the well-beings of the children too, but he seems to be having an existential crisis, a very solid one. Yo, Dande. It's okay, Mr. Housamo. If no one can do this, it's Yasuri. No matter what, I'll always come back. So I keep him on my back.
So we will. I trust you both. And I believe in you both. You'll hear no more doubts from me. Just my heartfelt wish that you youngsters have the best of luck out there.
Guess he's heeding Dad's advice to just take a step back and watch the youth.
Alright, it's time to prepare. How are Santa's suits holding up?
These suits. Is there something special about them? I just took mine without thinking.
They're made to order specifically for piñata breaking. Guaranteed to catch the public's eye, for one thing. But also designed to provide a perfect thermal balance. I tried one myself. It actually felt really cool even in this heat.
Look at all Koala with Soul Attack. I am surprised that Housamo has not recognized this whatsoever. I suppose Shalal only recognized this because of the special eyes from the crafters, but still, the excuse for him not being able to see us was he lost his eyes, so I don't know what Housamo is doing.
Astonishing! I shall graciously make full use of it. Your consideration is boundless. Now then, the event space is packed with revelers. So let's get this piñata breaking started, shall we? Yes, let's march forth. Your hand, please, Commander.
I am, as ever, in your paws, Yasuri. Let's take Christmas back.
We shall persevere this day. With you, Commander, I know we will prevail. You seem to be in fine spirits. That's good. I'll be heading off too then. Ideally, this will be a job best handled by Dark Santa. But he's still in no shape to handle such a task at this time.
Was Dark Santa really that badly incapacitated? Jeez. Well, I guess his existence is a lot more fragile than Light did, which is a lot more popularly known. And so at the event space by the hotel and resort in Bari, an impressive throng of people have gathered from all over Tokyo to celebrate this new, unusual Christmas festivity.
handle managing the audio for this.
Don't worry. I'm in charge of security for everywhere this audio equipment is installed. If anything happens, I'll come running.
Thank you, Terra Mighty. That's very reassuring. Echo appreciates it.
Just give it your best, Echo. I'm not used to all this either. Your sword is a real lifesaver.
Okay, leave it to me. It's an honor to be of service to you, Santa.
Move out of the way, Echo. I want to serve as Santa. Heads up, everyone. It's starting. It's hard to believe it's in the middle of the night, with the sun shining brightly up there. You're saying when this is all over, Kristen will be safe? How though? Did you not fully understand? Very well. Permit us to summarize the situation once more in brief. The sun's not setting, so nothing about the current weather feels like midwinter, causing people to fear Christmas is cancelled. You got that part right. I mean, it's hard to imagine Santa flying through the sky if it's not a cold winter night, right? What we've learned, however, is, thanks to Mr. Housamo, is that what floats in the sky is no sun, but rather something like a piñata. Serving butter from Santa. I will serve him every day sideways on the counter in the kitchen and wash him, no clothes, skin on skin, 24/7. Santa. I love Santa. And in some parts of this world, the southern hemisphere, breaking the piñata to claim the presents inside is a Christmas tradition. Therefore, we are counting on the idea that if we transplant this tradition into Tokyo, we can provide the feeling of Christmas. And by doing so, we have concluded that the role of this undying sun will be fulfilled, causing it to disappear from this world. So basically, if you break piñatas in front of all these people and they're happy, then everything should be okay, right? Hand wave, big kabam, we're all done? For all intents and purposes, maybe. That is exactly right. We can spare the details on belief for now. We've already restored some faith that Christmas will still come through Miss Z's pastorala. And rekindled some of the people's Christmas spirit through Choji's Rosca de Reyes. So, this is essentially the final hurdle. This event will determine whether we can successfully reclaim Christmas or not. Alright, Echo. It's time. Everything all clear on your end?
Yes, ready to go. Just leave all your audio support to Echo. Switching on now, and music start.
Okay. We're going, what's this called again? I forget what it's called. Cowboy Bebop? Not Cowboy Bebop. Lively music rings out through the event space, and the audience all seems to be responding with renewed energy. As they realize something is about to begin, all right, eyes turn toward the stage. What is this genre again? God, it's escaping me.
Welcome, everyone. Hope we haven't been keeping you waiting too long. We're about to enter the final stage of Resort Envari's Christmas countdown, the piñata breaking. And when you're going to break the piñatas, you need piñatas to break. So here they are, the stars of the show. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That puts emphasis on the word stars, and just as he does so, the piñatas are revealed in the sky above the event space, each taking the shape of stars and decorated to shine brightly. Alright, implant that idea. The piñatas are then whisked away across the sky in various patterns, and as they zigzag and circle through the air, the spectators bellow, laugh, and scream in delight. Below. OMG! They're like shooting stars bobbing and weaving all over the event grants. So cool. Oh, come on, Durga. Can't you describe it with a little more passion? The way you put it, it sounds like a sports podcast. Where are they even doing that, though? I don't see any strings or anything. Just flying. They have no wings, yet they aren't free floating either. There must be some trick at work. An impressive one at that, though, to be sure. Impressive is right. Nice work, Headmaster Dead. Yes, Santa's powers are nothing to scoff at. You all seem surprised by the piñatas circling overhead. Each one is a twinkling star in what should be a night sky, and some are bigger than others. Perhaps even as big as the sun, maybe? I'm sure you're rather sick of the sun by now, no? If it sets, then night will come. The holy night, Christmas Eve night.
Christmas? Really? And I thought Christmas was cancelled this year.
What are you saying?
If you break the sun, then the night will come. And the Christmas won't be cancelled after all.
I have the idea of Christmas coming this year. I up on the idea of Christmas coming this year. What if you can make Christmas come? And that means Santa Claus will come too, all over me. It's 10:30 now. If the piñata isn't broken before too long, then midnight will come and go, and it'll be too late for Christmas. But we came prepared. We've called for some world-class Santa Clauses to serve as your representatives to break these piñatas. So put your hands together and let's give our two Santas of the hour some love. Make some noise, people!
Oh, check it out, Ashigara. It's Yasuyori. And Tarzan.
Hey, Yasuyori, what are you doing? Some wrestlers are supposed to wear loincloths during matches, not just look like Santa.
Oh, don't be like that. It's Christmas time. You gotta dress like Santa at Christmas time. Pictures. I need to get pictures. Yasuyori dressed like Santa is like a once-in-a-lifetime event. It has to be documented.
By the way, did I mention these piñatas are all filled to bursting with candy and sweets? If successfully broken, all of that will rain down from above, and you're all welcome to share it amongst yourselves. So are you ready to cheer on your two Santa reps, everybody? Santas, you're up! Good luck! And let's go ho ho!
Yeah, Headmaster dead. The piñatas flying around look cool, but how are we supposed to reach them? Are you gonna be taking the sleighs?
Oh, silly me! I forgot. In order for you Santas to fly, it might need a little something like this. Come on out, reindeer! We need you to help break these piñatas.
On that signal, two wooden sleighs appear like reindeer gracefully descend from the sky.
This is part of the performance, it seems. We must sit astride these wooden deer and ride them up to meet our marks. We shall go first. Mush, reindeer sleigh!
Okay. So that was a sleigh, not a reindeer. Or not a piñata. Wait, how are these sleighs flying? Rockabilly, that's the genre. I was thinking about it the entire time. I was like, what is this genre again? It's rockabilly. Do I just get on and I'll do the rest? Feels like a bit too much, but whatever. Here you go.
Oh crap, we're really rising up, huh? Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down.
Yasuyori! Did he just smile at me? Guess he trusts these things, so I should trust them too.
I shall lead the charge then, if I may. Eat this, and eat these!
Whoa, that's candy! There's candy raining down from the sky!
Truly impressive. To strike such a decisive blow from such an unstable perch, does Yasuyori Komugo Inuta know no fear?
You're just gonna take that lying down, partner.
Come on, show me you can do too. He's right. I can do this. A wonderful display, Commander. Your mastery of the sword is plain to see. I shall endeavor to keep your pace. There are more paper bogies to rend, so come, onward, trusty steed.
This is so fucking bizarre. Just taking a step back. Riding piñata reindeer so that we can hit some piñatas, so that we can make the piñata sun stop, so that we can celebrate Christmas and end summer. This entire scenario is so bizarre. You and Yasuyori continue to zoom around above the event space. taking down piñatas one after another. Each time you do, a fresh batch of candy and sweets rains down upon the audience below, leading to the hoots of joy and thunderous applause.
Most of them are wholly committed to this. Bravo, Yasuyori and Nathan.
These sweets are quite scrumptious. I only wish I had a cup of tea to accompany them. I have some to spare if you'd like.
Assuming Darjeeling is okay, that is.
Oh, that sounds lovely, dear. And may I just say, those wings of yours are fabulous.
Sounds like this is a huge hit so far. Let's keep at it.
Of course, there's a lot of rest until the last of the piñatas have fallen. Yeah!
Selling 2 kinds of sweets. I'd be down for that from Santa.
As expected, they're both putting on a great show. Christmas is in good hands, it seems.
Hey, Kenny, Mike, gotcha!
Yes, I believe I was worried for nothing. At this rate, there'll be no time at all till the last piñata is. What's happening? Why have the piñatas begun to further shine and shimmer?
Good question. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yes, Yori, over here. One of the now radiantly glowing piñatas emits a beam of light that grazes Yasuyori's reindeer mount. Yasuyori?
What? Oh, that wasn't my Santa power. What's happening to the piñatas?
Again, good question. They've suddenly turned hostile. Hostile piñatas, only in Housamo. I sure didn't expect the piñatas to fight back. It begs the question, when and how was this behavior learned? Our Santa should be able to handle it, but it's worrisome still.
This shouldn't be possible. The piñata shouldn't even be capable of radiating energy and firing laser beams. Keep calm, Shiro.
These attack patterns were planned for this performance from the start, were they not?
Hello, we're supposed to know that, Toji. We ain't the organizers.
Yes, that. That only help make the piñatas. Kenny on the inside, Carper on the outside. You just keep it real simple.
Simple? You call that simple?
This is becoming more of a Gundam anime than a piñata fighting scene.
Why would a piñata have lasers? I don't understand how this could have happened. And now my reindeer is glowing as well? Why? What will become of it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what's happening either. Your best bet is to regard this as a state of emergency and act accordingly.
The sun taught them? Well, the sun itself, the Piñata sun, was a power directly from Dead 2. I don't know where the sun would get its own sort of what's called agency.
Just remember, belief stems from memories, and memories are data, and data manifests as light.
Oh, interesting. So this is a connection they don't talk too often about in Housamo, but yeah, there is actually a connection between memories and dark matter and light itself. It's a bit unclear as to what the exact connection is though. Maybe this spells it out. Belief stems from memories, memories are data, and data manifests as light.
So perhaps some of the memories packed in the Piñatas have simply begun leaking out as lasers.
What memories?
At any rate, I redirected the power I was using on the Piñatas into your reindeer instead, so you should have more control now. Please, my good little children, break open those rogue Piñatas for me. And please, believe in this poor unhelpful Santa Claus till the end. I need you to believe in me still. Aww, Dad! I believe in you!
Master Dad, there's so much pain in his voice. He's so anxious.
Commander, keep alert! The enemy is rapidly closing in.
Thanks, Yasuyori. Let's give these Piñatas a good whack and clear the skies once and for all. Clear the skies once and for all.
Gladly! That is an order I can wholeheartedly follow. I, Yasuyori Kabungu Inuta, shall show you how it's done. Commence operation! Smackdown! Genial bells de arimasu!
You like my saying, Dad? Okay. If you mean you like the way I'm expressing things, yeah, I've been practicing a lot, of course. I practice before every stream. Good, good! That's another one down. Only a few left.
Commander, I'm sensing something ominous. Take heed!
Just as Yasuyori says this, a laser beam slices through the air, clearly directed at your reindeer. It hits its mark dead on.
Commander, it must fall back. Allow me to cover you. My reindeer has taken a little damage, yet I've lost control of it. Hang on tight, Commander. The ride now will be a bumpy one.
The two out-of-control flying reindeer began drifting wildly through the sky, making sputtering and creaking noises with each jerky, unpredictable turn. Oh no! Look! The reindeer are losing speed! Yasuyori! Aerthin! They're in trouble!
What? It's just as I feared. Things have taken a turn for the worse. If those piñatas aren't all broken, then it really won't be a Christmas in Tokyo this year after all.
Oh, it's like I'm saying the word dad for dead. Well, I really should say Santa more, but he is dead, whereas there's like a billion Santas in this game apparently. With dead being the primo de facto one.
Commander, it's the worst case scenario. The enemy is regrouping and we are sitting ducks. And I'm without a means of attack.
Yes, Yuri. Wait. Do you hear that? Sounds like a song.
A song?
Is it Echo? Just a few moments earlier.
Yes, Yuri and Aerthin. I have to do something for them, but what can I?
Here, let me see those amplifiers of yours for a second. It's time to give those two a little boost.
No unauthorized person allowed. Shoo!
It's okay, Echo. I'll let him use it, won't you?
Santa and Thermite?
This help is greatly needed right now. And so is yours. Please, trust us. We need you.
Echo, I understand if you don't want to, though it seems like you've already made up your mind.
Yeah. Please, set your bills to the Santa's flying in the sky.
Echo locks eyes with Ashigra for a moment, and releases the amplification collar hovering around her neck into his care. Is this the term of sumo rapper Ashigra?
Make it count, please. Love is blind.
There's a lot of units featured in this event. I don't know why only Echo was like a feature booster. From below you, a voice can be heard. It's been amplified loud enough to cut through the dim of the crowd and the battle. And it's sick with energy and passion.
Stomp it, boy! Scream out! Doskoy! Your sumo strength. Deploy and the enemy. Destroy! Huh? I know the song well. What do you think you're doing, Yasuyori? Is that all you've got? You can do better.
You got another show? Okay, take care. Hope you enjoyed the stream up to this point. But yeah, this stream is actually running longer than I thought it would. I was told that it would be short, but this second half is actually running quite long for past 2 hours, and we're not even at the epilogue yet.
I have yet to see the immovable Yasuyori I know up there. We both know you have more to give. Unleash the beast!
Was Ashigra just singing a super song?
I didn't go through all those long training sessions with you just for you to get pushed around by candy-filled laser stores. Grapple and expel, your force of will repel. The ring is yours, a matter of course, and be sure and give him hell. Ashigura.
That's right, Yasuyori. You can't give up. I bet you haven't even begun to fight. I can't have lasers or death rays or sharks or whatever, but they're still just paper balloons, so get the popping ready. Dealing with a Shigura all the time is way scarier than those things, so we got nothing to worry about. You can do this. Please, break the piñatas! We've all been looking so forward to Christmas. We believe in you, Santas, so you have to win this so we can consider our presents. Tropical Christmas is all well good and good, but I miss the cold. Help us out, Santas. You're our last hope.
Earthen. Friends, the words of encouragement are such powerful things.
Yes, Yori. Now's the time. Pull the cord on your Santa suit. Pull it with all your might, honey.
Cord? Does she mean this? Here, allow me.
Heave ho!
You immediately spot the cord that Arachne's referring to, and also without thinking, give it a firm yank. Okay. I thought it would be some superpower, and in some sense, it is certainly attractive as a superpower.
What is happening?
Did someone leave a loose thread in the... Don't think that was just the cord.
Allow me to explain. It is time once more for Arachne's Gorilla Fashion Show. Yasuyori is the type whose resolve may waver when confronted with a performance gone wrong. No? He does not resist showing his body, but he has some difficulty bearing his soul. Oh, for such a deer, there is but one choice for a Santa suit, and it is what you all now see before your very eyes.
Maybe Arachne needs to recook. This is certainly not certified slaps. This does not slap.
Behold, a sense of liberation to call forth the breath of life, and an aggressive silhouette to intoxicate with its allure.
I think that intoxication is just the smell of the sweat.
Surrender your will to this daring fashion and the sound of your friends' encouraging voices, and your heart will see you through. This concludes this special summery winter edition of Arachne's Gorilla Fashion Show. Ciao, Bella Jaunt.
Commander.
Mine's got the same coordinate. Guess it's only fair. Here goes nothing, Yasuyori.
I must admit, this does fill me with a renewed sense of courage. Once upon a time, I experienced a great failure, and no doubt there will be others like it in future. No shameful parts of me exposed for all to see. But I was able to go on back then, and I will march forth now as well. And it will be all the easier if a friend stands by my side, exposing his shame in kind, unperturbed. I, Yasuyori Kabungu Inuta, shall prevail this day. Hang on to me tightly, Commander.
With pleasure.
It's time, Piñatas, to lay bare all those thoughts and feelings trapped within you. Lay the falling leaves, and let's go!
Yasuyori's short sword sacred artifact glows with a brilliant light. Its rule that exposes one's faith shining as brightly as it ever has. Your sword begins to shine with a light of its own as well, as if reacting Yasuyori's and providing cover. With both secret artifacts fully deployed, the two of you begin to fly up, farther and farther into the sky, irrespective of the damage you've suffered. All blind spots are covered. Hushamo's eyes remain transfixed upon you and Yasuyori as you ascend. The sight calls to mind a memory of his in which he had too been knocked down, plagued by unforgiving sin and the harm caused by his own failure. Yet he too rose up from it. Repeatedly failing, yet repeatedly shaming oneself in the process, yet always picking up the pieces to try again. It's a difficult thing to do. Most people, when faced with failure, shame, and pain, will gradually slow their pace and halt their progress so as not to experience it ever again. Then I know it. But as long as there's a destination to be reached that lies beyond all that loss, all the suffering, all the regret.
Come, Commander, let us strike the decisive blow together.
Sounds good to me.
On 3. 1, 2, 3! Let's go! My sacred artifact releases that which has been sealed. Piñatas are no match for it. Thank you, Commander. It is because you stood by my side that this victory is possible. Now, we shall return to the others. Though before that, perhaps we should try to find your clothes.
Well, not nighttime.
Oh, glad you don't just have such stamina, because that was much more than this old lizard could have ever handled. Good to see you both made it back in one piece. And having accomplished your task with flying colors, no less.
But exhaustion's starting to kick in now, though, huh?
Echo, would you mind handing me the mic?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
On this holy night, all the piñatas we prepared have been successfully broken. It served as an almost ceremonial rite to break the big shining piñata in the sky as well. Look up to the sky now, and let's pray together that this false sun of ours splits open too. And Christmas Eve, night returns.
Prayer, huh? That is very in tune with Did Morose. In accordance with Ed's request, the thronging people all turn their heads upward and begin sending their thoughts and prayers. And in the next moment, the undying sun does not break open or snuff itself out, but rather glows even brighter and more intense. Uh-oh! I'm surprised that anything's resolving in the epilogue, though. Usually things resolve, and it's just, closing loose ties at the end. And there's not much time left before it gets under control, as it's already 11:30 p.m. on December 24th. Alright, finale. I guess that's not really an epilogue. Is there really a finale, not an epilogue? Maybe I should have considered its own separate episode. I hate they called it in family. They should call it episode 4. Then I would have divided into yesterday's thing and today's. That's would have been 2 episodes, really. Oh well. Alright. Since this episode is running long, I don't think I'll be doing the special quests today. Or on stream in general. So, unless any of you feel like really badly after the stream has gone on for probably up to 3.5 hours by the end. It's you can just read on your own time. It's available.
Hey, you there! Have you ever heard of Santa Claus?
Of course. He's the old guy who comes around every Christmas, right?
Yeah. Guess everyone knows about him, huh? Because it sure is fun. I can't wait. Singing Christmas songs, performing Christmas plays, eating cake with strawberries and cream, eating circle-shaped crowd cakes, nestling in your blankets, too excited to sleep, breaking open bananas for candy. Santa with his big white beard and red coat, the lizard with his long thin whiskers and red skin.
Huh?
Present for me? What the heck is this? It's so strange!
That's right. I thought it was strange. At least, if someone had asked me if it was strange or not, I would have said it was. I was just like a kid who knew nothing beyond the familiars of my world. Hey, hear me out, won't you? And try to appreciate what I'm about to tell you. I'm hoping you'll be amused by it as I was. Oh my god, set the backstories! Set the backstories! Among my students, there's one ranger who's immensely talented, but he wants more than anything to become a Santa. When I first heard about it, I thought, there's no way I can provide any guidance to this student. I thought this because I knew better than anyone else just how harsh and unforgiving our road lay ahead of him. Oh my gosh, the Santa retcon! He's gonna be nice! Well, maybe not, but he's gonna have character development out of this. To be blunt, I knew this dream of his would serve only to bring misfortune upon himself, and possibly those around him. Oh. In my own youth, I too was unaware of the sadness that awaits at the end of a desperate hunt for the things we lack. For I did find what I was looking for, but a dear friend of mine, dearer than any other, was taken away from me in exchange. This has to be what he mentioned before. I believe his name is, Next. I think that's it. I wish I'd never given in to my youthful whims. I've never stopped regretting putting so much effort into that fruitless pursuit. Oh man. So there is a connection between that story of his old friend as well as his doubt on Yule. That's why I wanted so badly to dissuade that young ranger from making the same mistake I did. If you fly too close to the sun, not only will he still fail to reach it, you'll suffer just for having tried. That's what I've always believed anyway. Ugh. But watching you, I've come to realize that the world isn't so black and white. There is a whole rainbow between the two. A rainbow with more colors than you could count between the things people acknowledge and the things they don't. Everyone looks up at the sun and it's captivated by its brightness. There's no doubt it stands at the top of the world's hierarchy. Yet thanks to you, I now realize that if you shift your gaze back down and look around you, the hues that exist within everything are so much more beautiful. Final episode. Merry Christmas to the sun. She's the young, back, and you can see you fangirling. Hey, welcome back, show. Yeah, he did take a very quick time to return, but got to see her back again. And yeah, this is finally the dead episode. I thought it would be an epilogue, but there's no epilogue, just the final episode, which is called finale, which is why I thought it'd be short, but long stream, I guess. It's now December 24th, 11:30 p.m. This is when the undying sun that illuminates this Tokyo night suddenly begins to shine its brightest. Oh, that's a nice, what's it called? They modified the color a bit and make it seem even brighter. What in the world is going on? There is no reason for the heat from the sun, there's no reason the heat from the sun should be overpowering the sauna. From what Headmaster Dead said, we should be seeing the sun split open and the miracle of Christmas returning right about now. Instead, the sun's just gotten brighter and hotter than ever was. Don't tell me the plan to retake Christmas failed?
Headmaster.
Oh. But yeah, I'm happy that I got to re-examine Yule's backstory with that short I made, because I did review the story. And, you know, I like to personally bully Yule, and a lot of people like to bully Yule on the server too, but in reality, a lot of the, I guess, the fight that Yule had to do and the difficultness was, strictly speaking, because of Dead discouraging him for like 2 events in a row. Maybe even 3 events, depending on what happened in Mystic. What is the meaning of this? We did break open every one of the Piñatas here, did we not? That alone was supposed to restore the people's faith in the setting sun and bring about the holy night. So, why then? There must be something we're missing. Well, now that we need to fall back, we should regroup the others. It might be something to do with Dead at this point. Understood, Commander. Let's try to win our way back down. Now it's even hotter than any summer I've ever known. Seriously, what is it going on, and how do we make it stop? Don't get so worked up, Anvari. Let's just see what the headmaster has to say. I'm sure he's on top of it. Oh, Dad! He must be really frustrated right now. This is too sad. I don't think he has a crying sprite, so he's really, you know, this is the saddest we can see him get, but I'm sure he's devastated inside. Ugh. Dad, do you have any idea what happened? Best I can figure out is the belief of the people just isn't strong enough. Maybe there aren't enough people here. We brought Christmas back into the public consciousness with the pastorellas and restored interest in it with the Rosca to Reyes. Piñata breaking should have been the last puzzle piece, but maybe the majority of Tokyo wasn't watching it after all. We're doomed! Doomed! In the wise words of Bender and his golden clone. But we got so many people to come. It's an impressive crowd. But the question is, how many people is it compared to the total population of the city? That's what I was saying earlier, jeez. It's the majority rule that determines what's real, and well, the specifics don't matter. All that matters now is, it's not enough. So Dad's aware of the, what's called, the master rule then. People don't just look up in this heat. They prefer to look down as they walk. Man, that sucks. The whole thing was being live streamed too, but I guess it's never quite went viral. Then what we need to do now is convince even more people that the Piñata breaking will make the sunset. Either that or... Are you saying make it go super viral across all of Tokyo within 30 minutes? I mean, we turn up the heat, whether we meant to or not. It's our responsibility to turn it back down now in any way we can. We're not trying to figure out the whys here. We just gotta come up with a plan and get it done fast. I don't think it's going to work. You? What? Are you serious right now? The way I see it, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to split the sun apart directly, like that the Piñata is. Split the sun? Is that even possible? Someone needs to fly close to the sun this time. Right, that's his backstory. He's very sad about seeing the sun get destroyed or something. Seeing Quetzalcoatl destroy himself after his fight with Tezcatlipoca. You intend to undertake this task yourself, don't you, Dead Morose? Whom the world recognizes as the one true Santa Claus. I do. My role separates light from darkness, so I'm well suited to the task of breaking this undying sun. Ooh, interesting. I mean, his power must be weak now by now because of his the belief, but still, if any little bit believes in him, he has the best rule for it. And do you intend to go through with it, despite not knowing what's inside? Despite not knowing what you stand to unleash? I don't have much choice, when the only alternative is accepting that the Holy Night will never descend upon Tokyo. And when knowing that if we just sit on our hands, that sun's going to come crashing down on Shiro and his friends. And me. Besides which, this is a Christmas matter. If the Santa School's headmaster won't take care of it, then who will? I'm sure you, of all people, understand my resolve in this all too well, Mr. Housamo. Do the others even know the sun is a piñata? They probably informed them, I would say. They didn't explicitly show it on scene, but I think they explained off screen, possibly. Since they did the whole piñata thing and they said pray so that the piñata sun would be destroyed too. Radu, you're willing to sacrifice yourself so no one else has to. Isn't that right, Dead Morose? That's right. As you say, if danger must be faced, let the eldest bear the brunt so the young don't have to. I've known for a while now that the world's been speeding by, leaving me behind. Oh no, Santa! Santa, no! I need to guide the Santas into a new era, but my teachings are rote and my methods are outdated. I'm a product of bygone time. I will say I did tease Dead a tiny bit for how much of a boomer he frankly was when it came to
pretty much how he acted in the first event, and maybe even in the second event. He was kind of like, you have to be round, and you have to have a certain appearance to be a Santa, and that's why he was telling Yule off at the time. Although now we know he was just trying to discourage him from failure, although the two are probably related. But it's very, very, very nice. They're making Dead have his own development here to confront his kind of, I guess, geriatric beliefs, or outdated beliefs rather, as he puts it. I'm a product of a bygone time. But if there's still something I can do as Santa Claus, then by golly, I'm going to give everything I've got. Another Housamo ship, maybe? More old man Yaoi. He deserves more ships. The children are all waiting for Santa's visit after all. Hey, there's Alice, and Ikutoshi, and Togutsushi, and Yule, and Krampus, and Tomte. Some children waiting more fervently than others. He considers the students as children too. Aww, that's cute. Some are children only I remember. He remembers us as a child? What does that mean? But they're all waiting all the same, and I don't intend to keep them. I want to send them all that I can. All my gratitude. To tell them, children, thank you so much for remembering me. That's why I keep saying, you don't need to take all of this on by yourself. Oh, you're one to talk. If you were in my shoes, you'd do the very same thing. You'd say, finally, it's my turn to make amends. Am I wrong? That was a very bizarre experience of me voicing Housamo through Dead's voice. Dead opens his hands, revealing a warm yet faint light emanating from them. It's the last vestiges of the miracle of Christmas, and it's fading fast. This music is supposed to be generically happy, but now it's starting to sound sad. There are still children who believe in me. Keep up the faith, children. I'll be there soon. Don't go without me, Headmaster, because I'm coming too. Santa! Arthur, what's gotten into you? I think I see. You're always making trouble for me, you know that? You're off to take down the sun, right? Let me help. I know I can. You do too. That's literally my thing. I can split things. I have the rule of rending. Cut the piñata. I can separate it from the sun. I suppose if anyone can rend the sun, as it were, it could only be you or me. But I can't let you put yourself in harm's way like this. As an adult, and as Santa Claus, it's my duty to protect the children. There's no need to fear. The commander will not be placed in harm's way so long as I'm around to protect him. Miss Yori, Miss Z's, and Shoji too. There is no need to hold back, Commander. You need only give the order, and I will gladly accompany you.
No treating me like a teacher today, okay? That big sis lent you and Santa a hand. If there's one thing I'm confident in, it's my ability as a guardian. I'm certain I can watch over you and keep you all safe. As for me, I have no idea how I can help. I just know that I want to. Santa's done a lot for me and my business over the years. It's high time I gave back. And that's to say nothing of all the things you've done for me, Arthur. If I can help you, all the better.
All of you want to help?
Housamo's eyes have a distant look to them as he observes this interaction. Memories seemingly replaying in his head, as everyone sacrifices himself.
This scene looks all too familiar to me. I can never forget the sight. I've seen it so often in my homeworld of El Dorado.
Housamo's voice wouldn't reach, no matter how loudly he spoke. He could only watch the back of someone he cared about receding into the distance. It's a sad scene, tinged with regret. Time and time again, he saw a young someone or other he truly cared about offer themselves up for the good of the world, smiling as they walked away, never to return. Housamo, this is different.
Marathon?
We're not in El Dorado, and we're not doing this for the world, and you're not Shenong, so you don't need to harp on about sacrifice. A certain summon drifts through Itzamna's thoughts, and he considers whether there may be more to his homeland than resignation to a self-sacrificial fate. Maybe there were those who truly did seek instead to stand up for something. Those who took on larger-than-life challenges for, not for sacrifice, but to protect another. Wasn't there someone even in that other world who fought to change the fate of the land through some means other than the loss of self?
Quetzalcoatl?
There it is. A single spark begins to shine from the depths of Itzamna's memory. A trace of another long-forgotten fate, like a chip in the black paint of a resignation layered over a masterpiece. Itzamna Polycule, I was thinking it too.
No, wait just a minute, you two. I'm coming with you as well, if you'll have me.
Mr. Itzamna, I knew I could count on you, Gramps.
But know this, Dead Burrows. I will not permit you to sacrifice yourself for this cause. You got that? Mr. Itzamna. Even if we're old and faded and worn out, or rather, because of that, there are things we need to take care of that only we can. So let's get this over with, and then have ourselves a nice cup of tea to celebrate. I've been meaning to catch up with you anyway. You'll join me for tea, won't you? We can discuss our respective approaches to teaching. I'm certain it'll be rousing.
Aww, the teacher ships! Itzamna slips his double-slit dick inside every single teacher.
Now then, it's a bit hot to be standing around. I hear most people have already taken shelter indoors, thankfully.
His hemi-beans, one for Boogeyman and the other for Dead.
The only ones capable of doing anything under these conditions are those of us with all-weather Santa suits to keep us cool.
Gramps makes suspenders look hot. Yeah, I'm a big fan of suspenders too, as you can see.
And most of the Santas have been, who have them are busily preparing for Christmas at the Santa School. Which just leaves us.
Sorry, sometimes I just end up reading for so long that I'm just end up reading without understanding. Not enough oxygen is going to my brain for comprehension. These Santa suits really are amazing. And will they hold up against the sun? Is there a plan of attack here?
Well, for what it's worth, I think we've already taken care of the belief aspect of this matter as best as we could.
You wonder how much of Quetzalcoatl is in there? Likely his entirety.
So it all comes down to our resolve from this point forth. I'll be counting on each and every one of you, my young Santa Clauses. I would suggest we turn our attention to Skyward for a moment, as our foe has made its next move as well.
My. Looking at that piñata up close, it certainly is larger than I remember it being just a moment ago.
It truly is as though we are up against the sun itself, though its brightness has a certain warmth to it as well. That's it! That's what's inside it. The miracle of Christmas. The wishes and prayers of the people are what made it grow. That tracks with it being a stand-in for the sun and spreading its light upon all of us. But the seed is too much, even for me.
That's something new.
It does seem to be swelling larger and larger. I wonder if it'll burst open on its own like popcorn.
You may just be onto something. As the Christmas spirit fills it up with more and more, it should get easier and easier to break. Hey, that's the second challenge quest then. That makes sense. In the second challenge quest for this event, the more turns that pass by, the more vulnerable the sun becomes. So that's somewhat interesting.
Which means this should be an easy task for Santa Clauses. Let's show everyone that Christmas Eve is still alive and well.
It's the lore advantage. If you play the story, the challenge is easy for you. So our job is to gather everyone's beliefs. And as Santa Clauses...
enough talk. We need to get this taken care of. That's the only way we're going to convey the spirit of Christmas to the masses. It is right. There's no time to waste. Into the sleigh I've prepared, everyone. Quickly.
But Headmaster, There's no reindeer to pull it.
No worries, I've been Santa for long enough, and I still remember a thing or two from my Southern Hemisphere training.
Southern Hemisphere training? As he says this, he reaches into the ocean, and a moment later, a specially made surfboard pops up to the water surface. What? Oh yeah, he still has yet to show his variant art. It is nice not having to see us as an exile for an entire event. Yeah, so he managed to treat us as just us for quite a while. And it's a very important connection, so they couldn't just not show it, but, you know, we had a decent amount of connection with Housamo. You want to come to this too, Devils? Yeah, sure, why not?
Scream!
They're not trying to get permission to come along. I think they're just saying they want to do something to help.
Well, they certainly did put their best forward during the pastorellas. I'm sure they give their all now as well. It's quite literally the 11th hour though, so all they could do is come with. I wonder if Shira's worried. I'll send him a text.
And I wonder how much longer I can expect Dark Santa to stay asleep, with Christmas morning so close at hand. If I wait till this whole matter is sorted to wake him, he may feel he's been unfairly excluded. Such a bother I can be. It's like there's this gaping hole in my heart. So perhaps you should wake up sooner rather than later, my other half. Now then, it's time to go. Hang on tight, or you might get shaken off. You get that Christmas spirit fired up, everyone. Grant this man some miracles.
The surfboard catches a high wave, and with the same force as that wave, both Dead Moreau's and his sleigh, upon which you and your friends are riding, are hurtled high into the air. And so, Santa Claus has finally taken to the skies. It's a sight virtually the whole world knows well, albeit with an unusual twist. We're actually flying. Santa's surfing through the sky while pulling a sleigh, no less. Oh, how the turntables. How Dad was like, no, you stupid, ugly reindeer, you may not become a Santa. And now the Santa is choosing to become the reindeer instead.
The new Santa Digest talks at length about how Santas of the South used to deliver presents via surfboard.
I wonder if that's actually real or not.
So naturally, as headmasters of Santa School, I had to make sure I could do the same should the moment call for it.
That's cute.
Now we've had a few false starts, but the time has finally come to break the piñata once and for all and bring Christmas back. Yeah! Well, there's so little time left until midnight. Will Christmas really still happen this year? Headmaster Dad has instructed standby, but I can't deny I'm getting anxious myself. I'm really waiting around like this. Oh, Headmaster Dad. I hope he isn't pushing himself too hard. I could easily see him overdoing it and throwing his back out.
This is bad! We've got a problem! Everybody, you need to see this live stream.
Yule? Well, what's wrong? I don't think my heart can take it any more surprise tonight.
Yule bursts into the classroom, yelling for attention, holding out his phone for all the to see the video feed playing on its screen. Given the severity of the situation, everyone does indeed indirect their attention to that screen, and upon it, they see a familiar figure doing something quite extraordinary. Reindeer Santa and Santa Reindeer. You've seen everything when it comes to Christmas from Housamo now.
Come on, Santa baby, show your roll. You're going too fast. This camera's frustrated, can't keep up.
Slow your roll, rather.
How does this work anyway? Is this what I press to start recording a video? Stupid newfangled technology.
No, that's not energy, Yara. That's called burst mode. I just taking a bunch of photos.
Here, this is video mode. This is really the best use of our time? Why do we all gotta be streaming live this video anyway?
We're left with a little other recourse at this juncture. All we can do is ensure these events are seen far and wide.
Wow, the views on these streams are going through the roof.
and some people have even started donating. Thank you so much. Not everyone watches live streams, however. Are there any methods we can use to spread the word? Yeah, we have to do whatever we can. We need to at least let everyone know that Santa Claus is coming to town.
Earthen,
my devils.
Hope you're all hanging around real good tight now.
My wings can shield us from any lasers, so you all just focus on staying safely in Santa's sleigh, alright?
If you've nothing else to grab onto me. The shoji's cooking my belly. I shan't budge from the spot.
That's right. Come and get it. I've got cooking to restore your stamina or give you energy. So order up and give your A game. Skeet!
It's giving it all, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
There's just so little time to spare.
I might not have what it takes after all. If only we had Dark Santa's help right about now. The young heroes who bear the world's happiness are in dire straits indeed.
Everybody want to talk reindeer ride on Santa? I'd ride on Santa.
What can I do to help though? Under these circumstances, the only thing I can possibly contribute is...
Mr. Santa, come on closer and grab hold of me. Mr. Santa.
And yet another shocking twist. Zeze reaches out to grab hold of Housamo. The move proves to be in vain as Housamo is swept out of the sleigh and into the air.
No! Mr. Housamo!
Commander! This is not good!
Then makes a quick readjustment to his trajectory with the surfboard, rapidly dropping to catch you and then now free-falling Housamo. It's a bold move, but a successful one.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Earthen.
He's unable to finish his sentence, however, as everyone in sleigh crowds around both you, relief and joy on all of their faces.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness you're okay. Mr. Santa, Earthen.
Can you get grabbed by Zeze too? Shinigami will remember this.
Honestly, my heart is still racing. I'm just glad you're both alright though.
Commander! How could I have let this happen? I'm so sorry. I should never let set such a poor example.
Housamo finds himself genuinely surprised by what he's seeing. By all of these people about to face off against the sun, yet their attention remains focused on him instead.
Mr. Housamo, I'm really glad you're okay too.
This makes me consider what I've come to learn from all this, surrounded as I am now by all these youthful, vibrant faces. Such as she who was born into the same cruel world, the same cycle of despair as I, yet never hesitates to spread her wings and continue ever onward towards a brighter future.
I just realized they did not really explain Zeze's backstory at all. I know she has a backstory as one of the, destructive beasts of what's called the Genesis, but, they skipped hers entirely, which is a bit sad. Forever pushing himself. Your Dasuhiko Riz is starting to shine, to be honest. And keep telling yourself that. More like Dasuhiko Riz from the DLC.
Or he who is afraid of the challenges inherent in taking that which he knows and finding new colors and flavors from within it. Or he who finds genuine happiness in the act of putting himself on the line, changing the very idea of self-sacrifice from a burden one must bear to an act of self-expression. Each life shines with its own uniquely beautiful light. In this world, I've just been too blind to see it all this time. I painted over each of their lusters with my own resignation. Make no mistake, I, and I alone, am the one who's been blackening their canvases all this time. But no more.
Itsuna's scales begin to shimmer as if he's stepped in from the pouring rain. Slowly, the shimmer becomes a shine, then a glow, and that glow spreads to Dead in the sleigh. A small, calm voice escapes his lips like a soft-settled prayer.
I call upon my rule of creativity. Create my art in the sky, and etch it upon the eyes and heart of all who behold it. Torrent of the Creator!
He got a glimpse of what his power was before, but he denied having responsibility for it. The light from each summoned sacred artifact spread outward in all directions, spanning throughout all the skies of Tokyo. Whoa, Kuniyoshi! Beat! Check it out! Is it like Mr. Itsuna's art up there? The painting taking shape on the canvas of Tokyo skies is the masterpiece in progress that Itsuna had been covering with his own uncertainties and predispositions all this time. And as the light hits it from different angles and different viewpoints, the impression it leaves with each admirer differs as well. The one commonality is that everyone throughout all of Tokyo looks up towards the sky in this instant, directing their attention towards this giant piñata interloping thereupon. And that's how Lizard Gramps saved Christmas night.
All I can say to you, Monsieur Itsuna, is très magnifique! Your art direction is unparalleled!
So, is it like people were not looking up enough at the sun and so they didn't believe it? I don't really get how this will help, but Arachne, who hasn't exchanged so much as a single bow or a handshake with Itsuna, nonetheless gives a nod of admiration and respect towards him for the spectacle she now beholds. This is because, as a member of the creators, creativity and artistry are everything to her, and the painting that Itsuna has presented to Tokyo represents the very zenith of those ideals.
Do you not concur, the energy? Does this display not make every creative sense within you tingle? It does. It's beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking. It brings tears to my eyes. To think such colors could be born from that refrain. He's been carving this tone from his essence all this time.
Yeah, she literally just showed up now just to say that. Your party finally comes face to face with the giant piñata in the sky, but it's not exactly the face-off you're hoping for.
What? The piñata has grown bigger still.
Incredible. I don't think it could swell any further, but it's puffed up beyond all expectations. That's strange. I sense an overwhelming wave of expectation from it. What could be causing that? Decide to start using her again. Don't you use her still?
It may be completely filled, now that everyone has embraced the idea that Christmas is coming after all. And that idea, that expectation, has manifested as light, seeping out from the piñata and generating heat like a real sun. If it's that close to bursting, though, then this should be our final hurdle, everyone. Let's give it everything we've got. You've got it. Let's move out and reclaim Christmas. We'll split the piñata wide open, but fight for the holy night. Yeah!
Squeak!
Here we go! To the other side of the sun!
Break it, break it, break it, break it. Leanne and Sheep for Blossom grinding. Bizarre. It just won't break. How can it be so tough?
Even if our attacks are effective, the size difference may make them inconsequential. We need to land a single, decisive blow. And we'll have to be quick about it, as the clocks will be striking midnight at any moment now. The giant Piñata is coming this way. If anything should happen to me, I want you to take this prison sack and give it to a suitable successor. Can you do that for me, Arthur? As in, Ryota. Totally give it to Ryota.
Yeah, it's still going. There's a post-battle scene. Of course there's gonna be a battle scene for this. This should be the final battle, though. A contract is made between you and Dead Moros, drawing some attention from the others in the sleigh. Perhaps give it to a child who's always wanted to become Santa Claus. I can think of no better legacy to leave behind. And Miss C's and Miss Sweet's honor. You two can take care of any additional red tape, I trust.
Take care of any additional... what are you planning? Hey, don't you do anything rash now.
Did he jump off? Without another word, well, he was the one riding. He didn't jump off, he was the ranger all of a sudden. Without another word, Dead severs his connection with Dead's sleigh, then directs his surfboard towards the Piñata. The sleigh, meanwhile, forks away from him and continues to glide at pace through the sky, slowly distancing itself farther from the Piñata. I have to look up if Santa on a surfboard is a real thing or not.
Master Ted, please wait. There's still so much I wish to learn from you.
That old fool? Is he planning to focus his rule into himself and collide with the Piñata directly? The moment it splits open, whatever's inside will come rushing out and impact him in turn. It couldn't be more reckless.
Yosuri, you're with me. You jump out on my mark. Aim for the Piñata. Got it?
As you wish, Commander. I shall eat the remainder of Choji's food to prepare. Thank you, Choji.
Choji's Christmas dinner, imbued with the face from his sacred artifact, now sits at the bottom of Yasuyori's tummy, from whence it can most effectively bolster his vitality.
I'm now fully prepared. Here I go!
Under the protection of Z's wings, Yasuyori clutches you in his arms and leaps into the sky, aiming directly for the massive Piñata.
This surfboard is one of my sacred artifacts as Santa Claus. People have a shape-changing as they see fit. So...
Oh, he has more than one.
When it collides with you, Piñata, my rule that separates light from dark should kick in, and break you apart once and for all.
Can you imagine rockabilly music playing while you're about to sacrifice yourself?
Wait. No. It can't be.
And Master Dead, we're here to save you! Santa on a surfboard isn't a real thing. It's a real thing. I want to read the source article for it.
You kids have some serious tenacity. Guess you're just determined not to let me take the fall here, eh? I seem to have overslept a bit, but I feel like I'm finally recovered enough to move again.
Yeah, apparently it's a surfboard. Sacred artifact.
Our morning surf training made me so sore I felt like I had rigor mortis or something. But I've kept you waiting long enough. It's my job as your dark half to separate out the light. Isn't that right, my happy-go-lucky counterpart?
That voice. It's Dark Santa, aka Lesser Santa. How do I voice this?
The sacred artifact that divides light and dark, left to us by our good friend. Its name, Rob Goblin Goodfellow. Alright, Piñata, it's Christmas, which means it's jolly well time for you to split.
Shotgun gun. I mean, Dad was the originator for using that. That was his sacred artifact for the guns. Dark Dad loads up his sacred artifact as a bullet, aims it at the giant Piñata, carefully lines up his shot, and pulls the trigger. And as he does so, you too exercise your rule of rending, while Yasuyori unleashes his rule as a supplement. You each think of one another and aim to protect one another, acting not with anger or grief, but with teamwork and camaraderie. and this joy forms a pinprick-sized air hole in the giant piñata, which quickly spreads into a massive crack spanning its entire structure. Hey, we did it! Okay, and I guess that's the end of part 1 of the finale. 3 hours, these. That's fine. It's probably better to get this done and over with as soon as possible. I mean, it's fairly long in the stream, but I had no way of knowing this it would be this long for just a few episodes. Oh no, the boring trigger-happy dude is back. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me who thinks that. Can't believe so many people voted for Muscle Dead in the previous poll during the first look. Because it's like, Dead, like Dead, actually has quite a wonderful personality and intriguing one, and also not a perfect one too, with his discrimination against Yule. But every time Dark Dead shows up, he's just like, bang bang! I will punch you. You gotta go now? Take care, Joe. And it was always a pleasure.
I'd grown irritated when the people of El Dorado, or the people who had spent their whole lives doing nothing but looking up at the sun. Oh, look, I kept telling them, you mustn't look up! But all that did was draw their attention to the sun. It was negative attention, but attention all the same. I was no different from them. My mind always focused firmly upward.
Take care, Joe, and good luck with your other things, of course.
I fell into the trap of that world just as they did. And though I preached the opposite of their faith, I was an equal vector at the end. One cannot control another's will as if it were one's own, to say nothing of an entire world's faith. In short, I could do nothing to diminish the allure of the sun. Which begs the question, what could I do? The answer has been with me all along. All I ever needed to do was to think outside the box. There are things you can learn precisely because you didn't know them at first. You can do things for the first time precisely because you couldn't do them before. Even something an omnipotent and omniscient god can't do isn't out of reach for a flawed mortal, as long as that flawed mortal is able to put it into words. As the years have gone by, the regrets and passions that I once clung to have begun to fade and disappear. Yet if I could only still give them meaning, then maybe, just maybe... Oh! And Master Dead!
Housamo considers the power of Dead's sacred artifact, and knows that it has the ability to break open even that massive piñata. But what happens after that? It's the people of Tokyo whose belief determines whether or not it's truly been broken open. If the majority don't think it has, then it will simply revive itself once more and continue to shine in the sky. That's a good thing we got everyone's attention, this time.
But even if that happens, you can make people believe the sun is set. This old creator has a little trick up his sleeve. By the name of Housamo, I hereby cloak the sun in a special sort of vividness, torrent of the creator.
The artwork Housamo has decorated the sky with begins to soak into the outer shell of the undying sun, sorely saturating it. Yo, look at that Santa bulge. I'm so sad he didn't get Santa. Oh well. Santa! If I get you wrong. The only reason I didn't blow all my stones for Dead, even though his kid's not that great, is because I'm saving it for Jurong, his kid is also not that great. Effectively, just as Dead's sacred artifact causes it to burst, Housamo fixes it so its brightness is off the charts as far as any outside observer can tell. The devils then get worked out to work as well, eagerly rushing into the fray like children about to receive the presents on Christmas morning. And it's at that point that the hue and color depth of the now impossibly glowing, freshly burst piñata is smoothly and gently dialed back, draining it of its luster. This doesn't affect its brilliance, however, which remains constant, but when people of Tokyo unconsciously glance up at the sun to see what's happening,
Whoa, look! The sun! It's fading?
What they see is akin to the final flicker of the candle before its wick runs down. It's a burst of brilliance, followed by steady decay. And then, darkness. So Santa, a sack, a gun, and a surfboard. What next, do you wonder? Well, anything can come out of the sack. I'm familiar. Essentially, each Southerly uses relative color and brightness manipulation to put on a sort of play in the sky, making him look to the casual observer as if the sun has set and faded. Ooh! Art theory! Essentially, I think he's just using art technique, so without making it actually less bright, he made it look less bright. And by confirming this with their own eyes, the people of Tokyo have concluded that yes, the actions of these brave Santas have done the job. Essentially, all of Tokyo has been tricked into believing that the sun has set, which in turn means it really has, and thus, Christmas has finally come. That was a beautiful transition. December 25, midnight. The sun heretofore regarded as undying has flickered and flamed out. The piñata has been sliced wide open. The night sky comes into full view of all Tokyoites through the broken shards of light that remain. These shards shine brilliantly in the moonlight, creating new art in the sky above. A rainbow ring widely encircles the city, emerging from the piñata as the two halves dissolve away.
A gift to the good little devils who were meant to have it from the start. Never meant to hurt anybody. And I guess it's also Merry Christmas from this old pile of bones to you and, to you upcoming, oh my god, to you upcoming,
Why am I failing to read this?
bones to you up-and-coming youngsters.
These dashes are making me break my smoothness in my reading.
A rainbow in the night sky, but how is that possible?
Probably isn't, but here it is anyway. I don't have any idea what just happened. It sure is something, huh? It's beautiful, and brighter than the stars by like a country mile. Amazing. Just amazing. I guess this is what they call a Christmas miracle, huh?
Miracle's right. You gotta make sure to give thanks for this.
Moonbows are a thing. I did not know that. Sure we do, but first, I hope you all brought some winter clothes with you, because that right there is snow. Oh, right? Everyone's half naked. That's funny, and it's snowing now.
It's typical December weather is wasting no time kicking back in now that the so-called undying sun is no longer getting its way.
Oh no, I didn't think of that. Guess the tracksuit alone isn't gonna cut it.
Need Christmas lights fast? Looking for I'm making a deal right now. Looking for festive window displays, or better yet, winter clothes? Just come on down to the mall. That's finally here! A big chance for even more serious earnings. Let the winter Christmas mega sale begin!
It's absolutely stunning. When I look at it, I feel inspired to create entirely new kinds of sweets. We've got a special VIP seats to see it. I wonder if Behemoth is looking at it right now too. Maybe he's waiting up for Santa.
It is truly a wondrous sight. I don't know the words to properly express how I feel about this, though, which is refreshing. Winter and summer, night and rainbow. These are things that shouldn't be able to share the same space. But here they are. Such unbelievable sights you children have given me the opportunity to see. I'll never forget this moment.
Oh, Dad!
What's your take on all this, Mr. Housamo? What do you think of this miracle wrench from the brink of disaster? There were many failures and setbacks along the way, but I think the end result speaks for itself. The sky is a prize. I can only hope the world follows its examples and everyone can one day stand together, no matter how at odds they may be. Much as the rainbow adds its prism of colors to the starry sky, everyone's wishes are different colors too. Just as it should be. Well said, Denrose. Well said.
Housamo never takes his eyes off the rainbow in the night sky as he says this, tears welling in them. Those are tears. Those around him, too, can't help but gaze at the Christmas miracle above.
You want me to switch over? Come now. This is such a moving scene. I'm sure it can wait just another few minutes, can't it? I can't wait another second, you nincompoop. We've got a whole host of DLO students waiting for us back at school. Right, they got sent to duties to do. Last second, they didn't even set off the annual departure ceremony. That's what they did for the first two events. There was always a departure. Actually, first three events. I keep on forgetting those 3 events so far, and all of them had Yule having issues and Dead talking down them. So it's nice they were talking to them about it in this case.
Got a call.
Where the heck is my phone? Not used to this outfit. There it is.
At the Tokyo Santa School, as Dead Morose and the others are admiring the Christmas miracle.
All units, scramble! Repeat, all units, scramble! Okay, everyone, this is not a drill. The headmaster has come through for us. That's departure ceremony time. There it is. So let's get this done in an orderly fashion. I want clean takeoffs across the board. We've got a whole evening to make up for.
Man, this is such a cute culture. I mean, it was a bit weird in the beginning, but like in the first event where it's just like anyone can be Santa, although the real Santa's teaching everyone else. But it's just part of the culture now, and you know, I can see that everyone's really into it too. Everyone's happy to see any Santa from the Santa School.
Yo, there you are. What are you doing? Come on, you need to come with us right now.
Huh? Oh, hey, it's the Aces. What's up?
The Aces? This is definitely a Mystic Christmas reference. I believe there was actually something with what's called the Light Santa School versus the Dark Santa School in that event. Not that I read it, but one of the challenge quests actually featured like Light Santas versus Dark Santas, so I'm guessing the Aces came from there.
Something I can help you with?
You'll recognize the person who addresses him as belonging to an elite group of top-performing Santa course students known as the Aces.
No, nothing like that. There's some good news for a change. We're gonna be flying with Headmaster Dad. He told us himself, and he said to find you the right way and bring you to him.
What? Me? I've been chosen to fly with the headmaster alongside his beloved Aces? Yeah, and chances to fly in a rainbow sky like this don't come along every day, so let's get moving. Show me your Santa spirit.
Then, when we were in shock and didn't know what to do, it was you who stood by us and kept up our spirits. We owe you one. Well, that's so you know, it's not easy working directly under Headmaster Dead. It is no pushover. Fortunately, you've got us to cover you.
I'm surprised Yule was not able to work with Dead all this time.
Wow, just wow, is that what he said? I can't believe it.
Or other Christmas events before this. I mean, 3 translated, that is to say. So we saw and get to often press to Santa as Yule's whole deal was on becoming Santa. Just to watch the short I made. And then there is the what's called New Hero of Christmas, which it was like Krampus' deal and the introduction of the Dark Santas. And then there was the Battle of the Bells, which was just like the wacky races, honestly. And also we got to fight the Summoners for some reason. And everyone sharing their backstories, but in particular, Yule had his backstory in all 3.
Okay, Santa course 2nd year. Yule at your service.
However, if he's a 2nd year here, this is unlikely to be the same loop.
Alright, let's get a move on, Santas and Dark Santas. We're gonna follow this rainbow and punish us wicked kids. Punish us some wicked kids. I'm gonna give out so much coal, gotta go extra hard on punishments for the headmaster.
Top day, Xmas! Merry Christmas!
Amazing. You're really taking to the skies. I look forward to helping them out when they get back. The same goes for those triple guys where you performed the pastorals with. I'm certain they've done their best up there too.
Xmas!
Still mad we don't have the Devil Santa skins.
Is that who I think it is? About to pull that sleigh? Oh dear, I've been found out. After seeing the students pull so much effort in, I couldn't help myself. I'm sure you understand. Of course, anyone is bound to be inspired with skies like this. Oh, but I'm taking my leg injury into account, so don't worry. I completely understand. Which is why I want you to let me ride in your sleigh tonight. I want to be your Santa. There you go, previous event relevance. Very well. You're an honor student, so who am I to say no? This modified Yule goat will show you what it means to fly higher than faster than anyone else. I mean, what was he intending to do? Be a reindeer without a Santa? Of course he needed a Santa with him. Well, let's not dilly-dally any further. We've got ground to cover. So come on, let's see what we've got. Right, next up, Rainbowsville. We'll aim for the prettiest colors and see where it takes us. Oh gosh, such a long event. I say with the shortest event ever. Hey, it's Yule being cute again, and having mental illness. And there's Krampus, doing his Dark Santa things, and Tonguri's near with his injured leg, and someone we never met before in our lives that looks like an elf. Merry Christmas! One by one, the sleighs carry Santa School students, carrying Santa School students dot the skies of Tokyo, each headed to a different corner of the city to deliver presents, coal or any number of things. And each is silhouetted against the rainbow arching through the sky from the burst Piñata, which looks every bit as ethereal and majestic as the Aurora Borealis.
Screet! 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 Oh, look there, everyone! Look at all the lights from the Santa School students flitting about in the skies. It's so satisfying to see. A perfect pairing with a fine dish that is a nighttime rainbow on a winter summer's day. I'm so inspired. I have so many ideas for new recipes I want to try making. I can barely contain myself.
I think it's fair to say that this beautiful series stands as proof of our achievement. Would you not agree, Commander?
It's all thanks to you, Yasuru. You too, Miss C's. We really did. And Shoji, you're making me hungry.
Thank you for your kind platitude, Commander. No, permit me to call you Arthur. I will never forget this day.
My. Christmas has only just begun, you two. Save some of that for later. Yeah, it's only just begun. Gonna be crazy in the kitchen today. Help me out, won't you, Arthur?
It's going to be a wild day all around, and you all best be up for the task. For now, though, I'll ask you to please excuse me here.
Leaving? Or going back to sleep, I guess?
Ain't nothing surprising about me ducking out early, is there? Really, giving out presents is his job, not mine.
I guess Dark Santa's job isn't really part of the tradition to the departure ceremony anymore. All he does really is to just teach the Dark students directly. So I guess the Dark Santas aren't really meant to be accidentally seen by the children.
So I'm going to hand the reins over to you now, my other half. I'll call this my gift to you. Or your gift to me. Whatever. Oh boy, I don't even know what to say to that. Except, you're right. This is my job, and I intend to see it through to the end. Starting with you heroes who helped save Christmas. I've got some presents to tide you over till we're about to land. Here, take this.
Oh, spiffy.
With an exaggerated gesture that unleashes some of his Santa power and bathes the sleigh in a faint light. In the next moment, you all notice you're now wearing Santa suits. Well, you know, he doesn't want us to freeze to us, so important. Come, Mr. Housamo. And Arthur too. Let's go. What? Me too? Whoa! Can't believe you're roping an old lizard like me into this winter excursion. You take no prisoners, do you, Headmaster? Don't you know, when people think of Santa Claus, they expect this old man with gray whiskers. It's practically fate. Of course, it's bringing happiness and joy to all the good children of the world that really makes Santa Santa. And I'd really like for you to help see off all these future Santas. It's just for this one night.
This one miraculous night.
But I have freeze weakening. Oh, you'll live.
And I'm so happy to spend it with you. Is it really okay for me to join you? Oh, Gramps, please take my hands.
Watch out now. You need to be more gentle with the elderly.
That expertly guides the sleigh to the skies, as if he's one with the stars, then brings it in for a smooth landing at Resort Anvaria with all its trusty crew and tail. And then... My, would you look at that? It's snowing! It'll be a white Christmas after all.
It's lovely. Although my proc rate is going down, the whole town is blanketed in white. I've never seen quite anything like it before. You all should go ahead. Back to the others with Arthur. I think I'm going to stay here a bit longer and take in the scene properly. It's not every day an old lizard gets to see snowy night under the lovely rainbow after all.
Yeah, each time this cute. But what can I hold hands with Santa Claus? I mean, the real dead Santa Claus, dead Moreau Santa Claus. With this, Itzana sits himself down on the bench and begins observing the people as they walk by, each having now changed from summer clothes to winter wear. Street Itzana. Okay, but I'm coming back for you later, so don't go anywhere, alright?
Don't worry, I'll be right here. Have fun. Alright, my future Santa Clauses. Let's get presents in the hands of all the good children. I haven't forgotten you, Dark Santas. Be sure to give all the unrepentant naughty kids the biggest, sootiest coal you got. Doesn't matter how much Christmases may change, our punishments for naughty kids won't. So I hope they're ready.
At Dead's command, each of the Santas lands in their respective districts of Tokyo, leaving a trail of light behind them as they settle. I don't even have the words for how beautiful this all is. I've never seen such a romantic sight before.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed by its beauty myself. I can't stop trying to figure out how to make these feelings into food.
This is Choshi speaking.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed by its beauty myself. I can't stop trying to figure out how to make these feelings into food.
And I just want to show my school friends these wonder sights. I suppose times like this, more than any other, call for a photo. Into the trauma photo book.
It sure is stunning, huh, Miss Z's? Can't wait for try your new ideas, Choji. Think you can get a good shot, Yasuyori? Inside me?
If you believe I can, then I know I will. I'll get a shot so perfect inside you, I'll blow everyone away, including inside you. Just you wait and see, and feel. I feel that I must, to atone for the things I've done that cannot be taken back. This is an opportunity to make amends. And it's thanks to you that I have it. My happiness is tied to you. I can only hope you'll continue to guide and support me. Christmas is a time to share happiness with others through gifts and actions. It's the light of everyone's dreams cutting through the sunless night, and I intend to memorialize the experience on canvas. Then I'll show it to everyone in El Dorado in hopes that maybe, just maybe, a scene like it will play out there one day too.
So he has a hope to go back to El Dorado one day, huh? Itzama glances your way and smiles as he sees you enjoying your time with your friends. But something about the sight suddenly triggers a memory within him.
Are my eyes playing tricks on me? No. No. I think I'm just finally seeing it now.
Yo, Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, Quetzalcoatl. My dear brother! So this is where you've been all along. You may have a different body now, but I recognize that grin anywhere. Seeing you here has awoken my hibernating memories.
One of the many souls within you, it would seem, is someone Itzama holds very dear. Tears well in his eyes as he watches you laugh and play. Those tears begin to fall, but they instantly blend in with the snowflakes that gently flutter to the ground.
I think I've allowed myself to get a little too caught up in my memories.
Itzama begins to nod off, and though he repeatedly shakes his head to try staying awake, his exhaustion seems to be winning the struggle.
So this is what winter feels like, is it? My heart's so warm, but the rest of me is rapidly getting chilled. I can only pray that this miracle I've witnessed really isn't just a dream. Thank you, Arthur.
Did we really just leave Itzamna behind to freeze in place? Mr. Itzamna? Gramps? Kissed by the cold winter air, Itzamna's consciousness slowly but surely begins to fade uncontrollably, lulling him in deeper and deeper into a stable state of slumber.
Oh, and that voice. I hear. A voice.
Mr. Itzamna. Hey! Mr. Itzamna! Wake up! Please. Oh, he's coming around. Thank goodness. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. The first thing Itzamna sees as he opens his eyes is Itzamna sees her wings spread over him to help him provide some modicum of warmth.
It's still winter, but I'm awake.
He begins to rise and suddenly notices his clothes have changed.
I don't believe I own any clothes like this. Sensing something was wrong, the commander returned to your side and mobilized us to help you move you to a warmer location.
You were about to begin hibernating right out there in the snow. Fortunately, Arthur acted quickly. And our fashion designer's friends made these clothes just for you. Here, something warm to drink. Easy now.
I see. So you all carried this poor, frigid old lizard's body out on the snow and helped to heat me back to consciousness, eh?
Itzamna rubs his still tired eyes and takes conscious stock of his body temperature.
I can feel it. I can feel all the warmth you've given me. Simply knowing you've done this for me means so much.
You were out for some time though, Mr. Itzamna. I suspect you must be hungry by now.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I am. I certainly wouldn't say no if you've got something I could eat at least.
Well then. Happy Merry Christmas! Squeak!
What's this?
Our way of saying thanks. Thank you. The Tolls have made it back safe and sound as well, and want to contribute in some way. Really, we owe so much thanks to so many people. Headmaster Dad, Miss Ease, Yasuyori, Choji, and Harrison, of course. I literally did nothing. And saving Christmas calls for a celebration to begin with, so we decided to throw a party. Yep, and the spread's amazing, so there's no need to hold back. What do you want to do, Mr. Itzamna? I'll get it for you.
No thanks, I'd rather have Arathon spread.
Many of my friends and acquaintances were so looking forward to Christmas, so I'm grateful as well. Thank you, Mr. Itzamna. Enough jibber jabber. Let's cram some good eats in our gullets already. Let's try to see us how a Christmas party should be. Kengo, Mr. Itzamna's a teacher. Don't you think you should watch how you talk around him? You don't want to be rude. Everyone here got together, and we all rented out this venue. It's a present for you.
Well, I'm certainly not about to refuse such a gracious present. Couldn't be happier to know that you're thinking of me.
In that case, let's get this party going! Come on, everybody, mingle! I'll get started with the musical performance. I am a musical teacher, after all. I didn't know that was her specialty. And it's about time I show you all why.
I'd love to get in on that as well. I can sing a duet with the Shigura.
And I'll make lots and lots and lots of food for everybody. Hopefully you'll all leave here full and happy. Okay, time to let loose and party! Merry Christmas! We're dead. There he is.
Don't forget about me, my good children.
I could never forget you, Dad.
After a cheer ring out upon this holy night, accompanied by the distant sounds of sleigh bells echoing through the perfect auditory canvas of falling snow. And though the winds that rip through Tokyo's skies may be cold, the warm smiles of its residents shine as bright as the sun. Harrison, may I ask you something? Actually, think of it. Never mind. It's probably just my imagination anyway. From a distance earlier, you still just remind me of some dear memories from times long past is all. I just want you to know, You have your whole life ahead of you, and you should live it however you see fit. Don't be discouraged. That's really the gist of what I'm getting at. Merry Christmas. May your future be as bright and as brilliant as the sun.
The day after Christmas, with celebrations all winding down, one particular appointed hour comes to bear. They still have this crusty-ass background for the art studio.
Good morning, everyone. Wait! Mr. Izana? Oh, late. Good morning, good to you. To you too. Nice of you to come in spite of this cold weather.
Who comes in like the day after Christmas? The heck?
Oh, yes. It certainly is cold. I was just planning on finishing up the painting I started recently. I'm surprised to see you here, though, in midwinter. And in such a unique dress to boot. But it does look quite good on you. Why, thank you, Leet. It's for similar reasons as yours that I'm here now. There's just something I had to put to canvas. But what do you do me the honors of painting by my side? If you want to, that is. It would be an honor. A privilege, even, to set up my easel next to yours, Mr. Itzamna. Excellent. Come on over here, then.
The besties! The art besties! Leaked relevance! Even though he's not a booster, and so many other units are featured in this event, but they weren't boosters for some reason.
And so teacher and student paint side by side together in a classroom, talking and laughing as their masterpieces take form on the canvas.
Perhaps next year, they both think, a proper piñata can be prepared and presented to the people of Tokyo to be used as part of their Christmas celebration, like a new tradition.
But until then,
They paint, adding splashes of vibrant color to a canvas coated in all black, like stars twinkling in the night sky, coming together to form beautiful, unforgettable memories.
Sunshine Christmas, the fight for the holy night. End.
Oh my god, my fucking back. I feel like I'm getting as old as Dead or Itzamna right now. Ugh. So, I have been streaming for 3 hours and 30 minutes. If you really want me to stream special quests, say so now, but otherwise I'm gonna make a very quick bow out of here. Because I know, like, at least with you, oddly rival, you're a big fan of Itzamna, but I don't know if any of you have the energy at this point. Your path in Santa School is being a reindeer. A fun fact, well, maybe not so fun, I used to RP with someone with Santa School stuff just because they were really into some of the characters and I wanted them to like me. This is a bit embarrassing, but I went too much into the lore about it when I was writing about the schedules for all the Santa School students and the meeting up with Tom Producing and all that. It was a weird period. But yeah, that's enough for today. And alright. So that is it for, I've said it a million times, but I'm forgetting that, Sunshine Christmas, a fight for the holy night. What did I think of it? It was very well written, and it was short, but the episode division was kind of poorly done, so I got confused and this stream ended up being long. But, you know, it's, yeah, we usually have a 5-episode structure. It was nice to just have 4 instead, or 3. I guess it was just 4. Yeah, the fact that it wasn't based off of just some, you know, like Echo Syndrome or McCroy Syndrome, where there's just one person who was responsible for the votes. It was nice. It was just the devils, and Itzamna was not getting in the way of anything. He was just helpful all the way throughout, and it was very enjoyable hearing about Dead's backstory. Honestly, his backstory could have been explained more, but I could see his anguish that he was hiding the entire time, and in a very unique way. Like he doesn't have any crying sprites, but even the few times where he was smiling, it seemed very sad. Because it did seem like Christmas would be deleted, like legit. I did think the music placement was a bit out there for the gravitas of the situation for Dead. I do think the allusions back to the duel was particularly poignant, because, I mean, as much as I make fun of Yule and many other people do, his story is quite sad with how he struggles to become a Santa, and I feel playing it off as not just Yoel's story, but also as Dead's story, as the other perspective of a teacher to a student, rather than just a student trying to fight their teacher, but teachers' reluctance and fear that they'll get hurt. It was interesting, and in the end, there was some irony there that they didn't point out, but I enjoyed that Santa ended up becoming the ranger in this episode. So, yeah, it also brought up some important what's called plot ideas that usually are avoided in earlier events. So I'm a bit surprised by that. For example, they made it known that the Master Rule just exists everywhere. It's not just within battle zones or something. It's literally all of Tokyo, and they're trying to influence everyone to change their beliefs so that Tokyo would reset in that way. And yeah, overall, it was a good story. Definitely better than mediocre. Better than even just okay. It's definitely at least good. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed the streams. Thank you for joining on the Arrival and Hyuntron. And anyone else who's still watching, have a merry September. Good rest of the reprint, and I will see you most likely next time in the discussion coming this Sunday. And I might make some videos before then, but probably not. We'll see. Anyways, take care, everyone. Peace.